He's got that glow. Thank you, sir. We got an army painted in a week on a live stream. Yes.
So when will you be playing said army?
Today, after this.
Oh, really?
Yes. Got to get it done in time for the game.
For the game, baby.
All right.
If you play with unpainted minis, what are you doing? Right?
A plebeian?
I don't know about
What
that.
kind of person plays with unpainted minis?
I wouldn't know any of them.
Someone who just got their new Reaper Bones set. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I have a pile of unpainted plastic at home that I really need to paint.
I'm trapped
Nice
under
looking
plastic.
dungeon we've got up in front of us.
You said it was a dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, that's weird.
This is
Just
our
a
new
bunch of
home.
blank paper.
Certain doom. That's what that is.
Yeah, we said that last time.
It's always our certain
Doom
doom.
is never certain, only likely.
If you have a wizard in your party, it's never certain, that's for sure.
I'm just.
It's only
And if you
lightly
have a paladin.
suggested.
I didn't realize when I bought this, it was basically a onesie. Slip it on over your head so the dress goes all the way down. I think it was a robe that opened up in the front.
Oh, that's a bummer.
No, it's more like a priest's thing.
If you want some really good cloaks, I'd recommend a website called
Hasek.
Medieval Collectibles.
Hasek.
Not
Is that
sponsored.
right? Hasek?
Very, very, very
What was
good
that?
for
Hold on. I'm double
quality
checking
gear.
You're saying this is not quality
the
gear?
word.
No, I think it's a great robe. I'm just saying if you want one that opens up, that would be the
Oh,
place.
the word for the cloak?
Yeah.
Is that what you're double checking?
I was trying to
I
iPad?
literally
think of the
have
name.
no clue.
I used to know the name,
And
but
no
I cannot
reference
think of
for
it
the
right
thing.
now.
I'm not a man of the cloth, so.
Well,
Funny
Hey,
thing-
welcome. Good to see you
Wouldn't it
all.
just be like a
Steve,
habit?
Patrick,
No.
Porteous. Thank you
there's
for
an
being
actual
on with
name
us.
for it.
For the specific, like, brown cloak. With
Steve,
the
take
rope.
care of yourself out there with the fires. I know it's been crazy.
When you do a
Is
lot
that
of theater, you
Bloodwild?
learn a
Yeah,
lot about a lot of
Bloodwild.
Random
things.
costumes.
Bloodwild was
yeah.
very kind to clue me into the Mantic Games Discord.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, he's actually the one that Steve connected me with Mantic for our sponsorship. So we wouldn't have it without Steve.
Yeah.
And he's done a lot of that kind of stuff.
Oh,
He's just a really
Pat
good guy.
66.
Yeah. Managed to-
Hey, old school FRP, thank you so much again for the sub.
Wait, I can use my Prime sub. That way, if I get picked
Yeah.
again for the thing, I
We'll
get
get
to roll
started in
two
just a
dice.
couple of moments. We're doing some
Cheater.
final
Not
prep.
salty at all.
There's actually going to be a little cosplay today, which is not normal on Blue Box, but we're doing something a little bit
All you
different
need
today
is an
just for fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know, but it just it feels
You
right.
have a hat for Kate, don't you? Because I've seen your hat
come on.
before. It's an awesome hat.
Oh, it says I'm subscribed. What does it say I'm
Gosh,
subscribed?
I nailed
I
those
never
Did someone
cameras
gift
the
you a
first
sub?
time.
Oh,
That's
you
incredible.
could have gotten gifted one, yeah.
Bring this
There's plenty of gift
Oh,
subs
then
to
I
get thrown
must
in.
have been gifted.
It might have happened on a stream you weren't watching too, because sometimes it
That's
happens
true.
when
Really?
you're
I
not
thought you had to
watching.
be present to be
Nope.
gifted.
No.
Now I'm ready. I'm gifted.
You can
sub.
even not be following a
You did
channel
go to
and
a
get
magnet
gifted a
school. You
sub.
should already know that you're gifted.
No,
Ah.
thank you.
See what you did
Which
there.
one?
Central with
Central.
him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Did you know Jordan went there? Did I tell you that?
No.
Yeah, Jordan was a Central Magnet student.
That's awesome.
Really?
Who went there?
Jordan. Oh, both of them.
Oh, you both went to Central? Oh.
What year did he graduate?
Well, he didn't graduate from there. He left when he was in 10th grade.
Oh, okay.
So he transferred to Blackman for
What year
basketball.
did he graduate high school then?
2019?
Yeah, that's what
So he's 2 years younger than me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so yeah, he would have just missed
he
you.
was.
I was 2017.
Okay.
He was on the basketball team in 9th grade.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have.
You weren't in the
I
student
would.
section.
Well, but I would have been in high school when he was in. Well, high
he
school, yeah,
played
you said
9th
10th grade.
Yeah, he played, and it was announced over the loudspeaker because he was typically the highest scorer as a freshman on the varsity
might be
team.
right.
So you
Were
must
you
not
in-
have been
was
paying
in-
attention.
When I was a freshman, I was in pep band, so I probably did.
You-
I just didn't.
You,
I just.
you had
Yeah.
to been at the game.
Yeah.
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 Must have been.
Yeah.
Mhm. Interesting.
I
That's
might
such a
have a
small
picture
world.
of you.
Such a
I might have to
small
go through my
world.
pictures.
No, not Wilson Central. Central Magnet, Patrick. It's
I
a
can-
school here
I
in
can tell you
Murfreesboro.
with
For
certainty
smart
I was
children.
not at the game.
Smart kids.
Chandler was far, far from the game.
Okay,
Yes, I was playing with miniatures.
Jen, can you help me with the camera? We're way off.
For sure.
I was in the marching band.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I went
I
to
did,
all
yeah.
of
I figured she knows
Chan.
that.
Sorry.
Chen.
I heard something else in my head.
All right, so
But I
first of all,
like
we
the
know we got to move the whole
enthusiasm.
camera.
I was ready.
So now I have
tilt it.
both Markov and
Other way.
Cade in my.
In fact,
I've
that's
stolen
little
their
more.
character sheets. All I need is
A little more.
Irda's.
Irda,
That is
and
the
I have all.
Good.
Of them.
same
All right,
camera
and
I have
then
now.
Oh really?
it's crooked,
It is
so
very
kind of
good.
even it
It
out.
is a
You can see
wonderful
it's
streaming
low. There you go. Good.
You
Very
got a
nice.
lot of detail.
And now you got
on
to
the
go
menus.
more this
The
way
only
again.
thing
Or other way.
that's a bummer is that my
No,
dummy
other way.
battery
Other way.
is like 2
Other
feet
way.
long.
Well, then go that way.
Well, okay,
So,
whatever. Just
I
other
need
way.
like
Still more whatever way you were just going. Go more the way you were just going.
So it like lasts.
Okay, just go more the way you were just going.
Well, no, it's like.
All
the
right,
camera needs to be,
now
like,
zoom in.
like within 2
So
feet
little?
of an outlet.
Oh. Oh, it's just a really short cord.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I need
Just
to
get a longer cord.
I need a longer cord.
You're not
What do you
zooming.
want?
You're not zooming at all. Zoom in.
So my 4-year-old is now ready for D&D.
There you go. Okay, no, not that far. A little back a little more. Good.
That's amazing.
All right, now we need to go
played
turn the camera
through,
more.
A game
There you
of the Milo
back just a hair the
Pony
other way.
tabletop
Perfect.
game the
Right,
other
now
day.
focus.
And it doesn't give her enough opportunity to actually role play. Like it tells you what you say
Other
in
way.
response to stuff, and she's
Yeah.
like, "But mommy, I want to say this, and I want
Okay,
to
just
say
a
that."
little
And I
bit
was like,
more.
"Okay, you tell me. What do you want to do?"
Mhm.
Just a little bit
Well,
more.
that's
That's
good.
so fun.
Yeah. And she has
think
now
that's
rolled
it.
up
Hang
her
on.
first character,
Ooh.
the swashbuckler gnome.
Of course.
Which means not only can she, because she's a gnome, she has magic, so she can
That's
cast.
right. They have like innate illusion
yeah,
magic.
she can cast prestidigitation. She can cast.
Presti.
She can cast.
Minor illusion.
What is it? Speak to animals, which she has an animal companion named Bloom. That's a hawk.
Man, she's min-maxing.
She's cool.
Her scores were really good too.
She's already into it.
Dancing lights, ghost sound, prestidigitation, and speak with animals. Those are the spells she can cast. So yeah.
So remind me, we were headed to a tavern.
Yeah,
It
you would
plays
just.
to gamble.
Yeah, you would just. Well, when we
Ish.
left, it was Cade's confrontation.
He punched.
With another female.
No.
Well, technically with the male that was it needs a little bit more. I said almost, and you walked out. So
He just left.
yeah, he's like bam.
Almost cool.
So
Done.
focusing still
No, we don't
more.
always get what we want.
No, just focusing, not moving the
I
camera.
am.
What if you try
Well, you move the
sometimes?
camera. No, other way.
It's a very long wig.
Yes, it is.
A little more.
I like the braids in the braids.
Yeah.
There you go.
Me too.
That looks good. All right, thank you.
Do you like braids?
Did you braid it yourself?
I braided the extension. It was only braided to like here, and I braided it the rest of the way.
I do not understand hair braiding. It's like
All right, good to
I
see
love
all of
it.
our friends already in chat. It's going to be a great day today. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you. Good afternoon, Jay, Robert, Bait Sauce. Hey, how's it going? I've said hi to several others. Oh, Under Hueva. Thank you so much for being with us. And the other Pat. We got like many Pats here, but every Pat's important. Every Pat is sacred. Every Pat is great.
Yes.
Never a Pat is wasted, for God would be quite irate.
Indeed.
I'm going to run up and I'm going to grab my iPad. As I get ready to do that, I'm going to give each of you your sponsors today that you'll be
I want
calling
Cozy
out.
Gamer.
Oh, all right. So she already jumped in front and claimed it. I'm going to give you Mike Disney, Cade. I'm going to give you Mantic Games again.
Frederica.
I'm going to give you Frederica. I will take Ferox.
And Troll Lord.
And Troll Lord, I will take that as well. I've got both of those. All right. And we'll be live in just a moment. Stay with us. Make sure everyone's mics are hot. They should be by now. Checking.
I'm definitely.
Cade, your mic is not on. Get Cade mic'd up here. And we'll get started in just a moment. Evie was your luck charm every time. I know she's everybody's luck charm when it comes to rolling the dice. Her luck is legendary.
Yes.
Had many ones that I have not won, though. Especially when Rory gets a nat 20 and it like completely upsets the balance of things because he's normally our low roller.
The balance. You should definitely like read through some of those and find the ones that you're like a fan of, because I think you can do Barroom Brawler like twice a day, and you get that feat for a full minute, which is like 10 rounds of combat.
That's awesome.
The ones that best help you save ladies.
Barroom Brawler is honestly a
Or
very
the
good
rum.
feat.
Anything with rum.
With
for
rum.
Saving the ladies.
Kate's a romantic.
Oh, wait, can I see the last sheet, the one with all the equipment tricks?
I mean, I could imagine seeing Cade on,
So
on
just
the
so you
front of
know-
a romance novel.
Wind
wind through the hair.
blowing in the air.
The shirt slightly,
Cutting off a rope off his ship.
There is one for the cloak that I bet you would really like called Parachute Cloak. While
Oh!
wearing a cloak, you can adjust your grip so that it catches air as you fall. If you use both of your
That
hands
would've
to
been
hold on to
useful
the
for the
cloak,
tower.
you can attempt a DC 20 acrobatics check to ignore the first 20 feet falling.
Could you imagine I could have used my cloak as I flew off?
Yep.
Jump into
I mean,
the
in
dragon.
theory, you could have because you had Barroom Brawler and access to
Yes.
this. but-
Yeah.
Ooh, devastating strike. Cat and mouse. Nah.
Oh, some of these are backwards. Lantern Bomb is under Mirror, and Blinding Light is under Lantern. But you can take a lantern, like an oil lamp, and just throw it,
Oh, I like
and
that.
it explodes.
Oh.
These are fun, huh?
There's a lot of
uses
really
the
good-
Where's
rules
the
for
sliding
Alchemist Fire.
axe? Because I might try that. Be aware. I
Okay.
might do something with you.
So it's combat maneuvers, but like
Advanced.
advanced
Where's
combat maneuvers.
sliding
This is really
axe?
Well, it would be under
Cool.
S, wouldn't it?
Oh yes. I didn't know if that was under the equipment tricks.
No.
No. Okay.
How fun.
Slide. You can.
I
choose
never
to
knew
take
there were so many different
range
like
attack.
combat feats.
When I went on the Pathfinder wiki, I was like, wow, that's a lot of combat feats.
I remember like searching through quickly once before, but I didn't like completely scour it.
So
And I
I
had
can
to-
throw an axe while sliding.
Okay.
So what I'm thinking.
But would
Well,
it need to
read
be a
what the feat
hand
does.
axe?
Let's
or-
not read. Let's just do it.
Well, 'cause
that's,
you don't just
that's a
throw
good
an axe
idea.
while sliding, it does something.
Well, you can choose to take a -2 penalty on a ranged attack roll with an axe. Bouncing it or sliding it along the ground. If the target is flat-footed, running, or charging,
So it
this
probably
attack
has to be a
ignores
hand
any
axe or a
bonuses.
throwing axe.
Oh, it's not a throwing axe. I
No,
thought I could
it is
slide.
it is a throwing axe, but you are sliding the axe to attempt to get it underneath their feet and trip them up.
Oh, to trip them. Oh.
Yeah.
See.
So
Better
you
you,
would
like,
need,
bounce it like
a
a frisbee.
smaller axe. My
Yeah,
axe is
smaller,
too big
yes.
for that.
I mean,
Yes,
it
you're
doesn't
right.
say a throwing axe, does it?
I mean, for that
It
sort
just
of
says
thing.
an
I
axe.
think for this,
I have a
Well, you're
full
rich, you
battle
can
axe.
buy your own.
battle axe. That might be a little
I'm
heavy
rich.
for me.
Yeah.
I spent all of my money last session.
You were asking other party members for money, if
Yep.
I remember, to get not a falconer's glove, a pair of workers'
really
gloves.
crappy.
I love
I had
how
to really make a hard decision there. I've never touched gloves that poor quality before.
ouch.
That must have been really tough for you. I'm
It
sorry.
was. It was very difficult.
I really do pray for
Touch
you
your
to
delicate
withstand this
hands.
difficult and trivial, trying
I
time.
mean, I'm looking forward to being
And
poor.
some gloves in these trying times.
Some turbulence could be used in that manner.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I saw you kind of.
Yeah, I was thinking there. Listen,
It's really
Oh,
good.
I need
Some of
to
them
be
you
on
have
the right
access to is
character
very
sheet.
good.
I was on my ranger.
Yeah, you can essentially
Alright.
force a duel with someone.
I was
I
like,
think
why
we're
are
ready.
my hit
pretty
points so low?
Are we ready?
born
no,
ready.
are we ready?
All right.
Yes.
I think we are. Let's play some D&D, shall we?
D&D.
Welcome all, and you should all now be visible.
We're visible.
Da, da, da.
Welcome today to Blue Box. This is episode
our camera's slightly off.
64 of Runelords, and I'm still just a touch out of focus. And since you know where the focus dial is, would you mind helping me just a little bit? Now I'm a little, like it's a little bigger. I can see I'm just slightly out. Everybody else looks
And yes,
We got
our
fantastic.
bombs.
camera needs to come more toward
No, that was right.
toward you, sir.
It got
yes.
bonked when he was going that way.
There you go. That's good. Thank you. All right. So today we are joining the party as they are still in Magnamar, the city of wonders, the city of monuments, and they have had some really interesting endeavors that they have undertaken here. They are pursuing an artifact, and that is in fact the title of today's episode, In Pursuit of an Artifact. But before we get into that, let's go ahead and go through our sponsors, and I'm going to have each player introduce their sponsor and then introduce themselves. And then we'll do our What Happened Last Time and jump right into the game. So, Let's start with you, Alcott. Introduce the sponsor and then introduce your character.
Frederica Draws is amazing. You might notice down here, or over there, or right here, or way over there, some really pretty art. That was great.
Yeah.
I don't know if that worked out on
It
camera.
reached across the
Perfectly.
frame.
I don't know if that worked out on camera, but it looked
It
great.
did, it looked good.
Or right here.
Sort of
I
that way.
kinda did it. Some amazing art drawn by the talented Frederica of each of our characters. She will do your character. We did a giveaway with Frederica not long ago, where she drew an amazingly detailed. Was it a dragonborn or was it like a lizard
Yeah,
guy?
Dragonborn now.
And Cole.
Just covered in blades, super
Was-
cool. It was really awesome, and you can totally hit her up for a commission. I think that she's pretty well booked up right now,
Yeah,
as far
she
as I'm
is.
aware. But get on that list because it's good work, and she's probably one of the best commissioned D&D fantasy artists I've
She's
seen
incredible.
around.
Yeah, just I would say keep an eye on her socials for
Oh,
when
yeah.
she
Check those
reopens her
socials.
commissions.
Right? And Alcott, you already introduced
Oh
him?
yes, Alcott Devereaux, Wizard Extraordinaire. Level 11, human, feeling great. Done. Feeling very
Great.
poor. I have
Oh,
literally
that sounds
0
so great.
gold, 0 platinum.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm talking today about Cozy Gamer. Cozy Gamer, they're over on her website. She makes dice. They're amazing. You should go check them out. They roll really well too. I just speak from experience because I have lots of Cozy Gamer dice and I love them so much. They are sparkly, they are happy, and they make that very satisfying click-clack noise as you roll the natural 20s. So you definitely
Yeah.
should go check.
As you roll the natural 20s.
You should go check out theirs.
Well, no, what's awesome about this is that really Evelyn has become the best advertisement for Cozy Gamer Dice, as she has consistently blown away the competition with all of her nat 20s. All right, let's go to you, Cade.
Oh, I didn't
no, yes, your character.
Hello everyone, I am Irda Lindgren with my fancy blonde hair. And I am an SMR. I'm level 8, Scald level 3 Paladin of Saturday. So yes, that's me.
All right, Cade. Don't look at me that way.
The ominous hood is
Reverse angle, there we go. Yep. What's that?
Oh, nothing. That's something came up on screen. Oh, I need to get into my better when I do my voice.
Hey.
That's the way to go. Get us started.
I'm here. I'm sure you all heard of the wonderful world of Disney. Well, around here it's the wonderful world of Mike Disney. He creates all things Minnie. He makes all your not Minnie Mouse dreams come true, but Minnie dreams come true. So, y'all, have you heard of the Overlord? Well, he is the maker of the Overlord, and now you can get them through Reaper, kind of, if you got the pack before. But anyway, one of our own has painted a really cool one, but follow Mike Disney. Well, I always forget
Art
his
of Mike
name.
Disney.
Art of Mike Disney. And follow him for all your mini essentials.
Well done. And Cade.
Oh, yes. Hi! You land lovers on the sea of Twitch. I am Cade Cardinal. I believe I'm 11. Level 11 swashbuckler. I like me women, me gold, and me rum. And that order can change at any time.
It's true.
And have a good day today.
Wonderful. Let me tell you about an amazing company called not Kings of War. They are
Mantic
Mantic.
Games.
Kings of War is one of their games. Mantic Games, who makes amazing game lines like Kings of War, like Warpath, Vanguard, and most importantly today, Terrain Crate, which is a wonderful box of goodies for all your tabletop RPG needs. I am certain underneath this ominous table here, you guys can't even see that there's some hidden Terrain Crate minis. Why? Because they're just that good. You can't not put them on the table. And their lines of miniatures are getting better and better with every release.
That's absolutely true. Tell us about Markov.
Markov Volp, he is a Inquisitor, level 10 human. He is always on the trail of something, and he has come with the group to Magnamar to hunt and most likely kill whatever seems to be creating aberrant golems. within Magnamar, serving as a catalyst for evil within the belly of the city.
Very nicely done. Thank you for all the comments on the cosplay and costuming today. It's not going to necessarily happen every week, but we'll do it here every once in a while on Blue Box. I think it's fun, and glad you guys are enjoying it. And let's go ahead and kick off Ferox Fabrication, and for that, we're going to do the video. Darren is incredible. Such a great friend of the show. He's helping us with several other endeavors. He knows a lot of folks like Josh and Vivi from our Tuesday night game. His content, what he makes is amazing. And support him. You can find the links to all of our sponsors in the chat.
That is a feat. Yes. Throw anything.
Does that mean we can throw Alcott?
Or more likely, I could throw you. Because I have a spell called telekinesis that lets me literally throw you.
Patrick, you thought this was everyone's normal look.
Successfully.
I'm
hit
still
anything
waiting for that
with
shield,
it.
though.
Stop reminding me. I've lifted many inanimate objects over distance with
You
it,
have?
but
You have, that's true.
So follow that, and then last but certainly not least, Trollord Games, makers of Castles and Crusades, featured on Friday night Crusades here on Blue Box Discord. Steven and Chuck are great guys. They support us here at Blue Box and all of the local streamers that are doing all the things across all of Twitch land. Everything on Twitch is local, no matter where you live, and they are fantastic. And no, I will not wear this hood all day today, but I will wear it just to get it started off tonight. And so, everyone, let's talk about.
It needs some shaping.
It needs some shaping. It's been in a box.
Tell us what happened last time.
All right. Last time we found ourselves unceremoniously a bit landing in Magnamar 6 feet above the ground, which was a little not ideal. But through teleportation, we arrived in Magnamar and immediately made way toward the Stone of the Seer after Alcott had actually disguised himself as Bresden after casting Alter Self on himself. And Cade really was interested in that in the future, and then Alcott explained that no, only it's Alter Self. So the party continued on. Irda tried to make way with the guards a little bit on Alcott's behalf. They said that Alcott needed to present himself if he was the person interested in entering, and he explained that he had used the magic they saw through the disguise using one of their monocles, and then let us through. We went and spoke to Alcott's former teacher, who was initially very impressed and then very quickly unimpressed by Markov, and found Cade tedious as ever, and asked that they remain quiet while he tried to aid Irda in removing the scrying curse, parasitic scry that had been placed upon her by Ixen many sessions ago. Cade and Markov were actually taken out of the room by Alcott, and then Alcott came back to the room after telling them to behave themselves, and Alcott helped, kind of assisted but mostly observed this ritual as his teacher worked to remove this parasitic scry, which he was able to do successfully without shattering Irda's skull into a million pieces, which he was very grateful for. And there was a little bit more discussion about kind of what's going on with Alcott right now. And then the party decided, well, we needed to move on to the Golem Works and speak there to find out a little more about this rogue actor who has moved on to do whatever he pleases within the shadow. So off to the Golem Works we went. Alcott tried to interact with one of the golems outside, and it gave him no response. But we were met outside and given a bit of information, though not through trying very difficultly to convince this fellow that we were acting in good faith, but he seemed very, very disinterested in aiding in general. But he did explain that the fellow with the golems had been a student there, and he had been experimenting with things, very strange things, including making flesh golems. And this was not something that was really looked kindly upon by the mages at the Golem Works. And so after that conversation ended, the party then decided it was time to try to possibly find a way to make a little money, because our god is in need. And so they began moving toward the shadow, and we each in turn kind of explained what we had seen as we made way. Irda actually disguised herself, though not in the sense of fully changing her appearance, but just enough to take away her Azamar effect. Cade was trying to rescue a woman who was under attack by some fellows. Very, very
The gentleman
shady.
I am.
Shady fellows.
Degenerates.
Who can't even count to 3 successfully. And
1, 2, 5. 1, 4. 1 funny.
Two's
and
right out.
Cade got a
Right out.
crit and knocked this fellow well off his feet in a most impressive fashion, and then went to try to aid this
Stronger
woman
than I
who was
think I am.
not actually interested in Cade's help, and Cade said no. So that's where we stopped last time.
No. We are the pirates who say no.
This is so many references.
I know. All right, so let's get right into it. Thank you, everybody, for supporting us. And so I've already seen we got multiple subs. Thank you again, Roger, Phantom, +2 group initiative redeemed through our channel points, and I assume that was given to the DM, correct?
DM more players. DM more players. That was
Why would
Obsidian
you
Risk.
assume it was given to the DM?
Well, that's what I should assume.
Obsidian Risk gave that.
Oh no, okay. So Roberts went to you,
Robert.
the players.
And Obsidian, which
We'll
way?
wait for Obsidian. All right, yes. All right, let's jump into it. Cade.
Oh no.
So you are in the alleyway here, in the dark parts of the shadow beneath the ire span of Magnamar. You have, with one blow, I believe the term was upper chucked, an enemy.
That is the most accurate description.
who was harassing this young lady. As you upper chucked him, you hit him so hard, you severed his tongue between his own teeth, knocked him back several feet. He now lays in a pool of his own blood.
Well, serves him right.
And shockingly, while this was a display of gallant
Gallantry.
violence, the young lady was slightly shocked. And as you approached her and she said, "Please, give me space, let me alone," and you said, "No."
Quite forcefully.
She now trembles, and that is where we pick up tonight's
And Obsidian
session.
did give you the +2, John, to your initiative.
Ah, thank you, Scott. I appreciate that, sir. You mark that down.
He did not make the grandbaby a onesie. I did.
Oh, that is a. All right, so you need to tell them because like we have people who aren't normals, they don't know what that was about. So tell them what you were just saying.
Well, Scott posted a picture of his brand new grandbaby in our Discord, and I made him a onesie, a blue box onesie.
Nice, that's so
And
good.
sent it to him. And then Scott turned around and gave him some advantage, whatever.
Initiative.
No more onesies for y'all.
Oh, that's so sad.
Just kidding.
Tiniest D&D player ever.
Oh, that's right. All right, so there is bustle about as people move through the shadow beneath the ire span. All of you see Cade now face to face with this young lady. The accoster lays in a pool of his own blood. Cade, what do you do?
Well, I said no. All right, take it on me knee. And I held out my hand. I'm not here to scare you. young lady, this man, ragamuffin man that I upperchucked quite good and well on your behalf, is harassing you. Now we'll never speak another word to you because his tongue is gone.
Go ahead and roll diplomacy, please.
That was terrible diplomacy on my part.
Can I walk
I was
over?
not ready to
Yeah,
be diplomatic.
you certainly can.
I'm going to
Oh, wait,
gently turn the man's head sideways so that he doesn't begin choking on his own blood
Yes.
and die.
Okay.
Just sort of calmly.
Wait,
Well played, sir.
I can't roll 2. Hold on. I rolled 2.
1.
Just one. You have no advantage.
12.
yet.
Plus your
Plus your
diplomacy, which
diplomacy.
is like a plus 17.
Yeah.
I think it's
So
plus 15.
Okay, I'm good.
she shakes her head. I'm sorry, sir. I was so frightened, and your violence was.
Sir,
Powerful.
ma'am. My strength is more than I even thought. Surprised myself.
Apparently so.
He just angered me on your behalf, harassing a beautiful young lady like yourself.
Since I've lost my husband, I've had no one to help me, and
Really?
it's.
You said the magic word!
Really?
You're single, you say!
It's true. And perhaps I serve. It's almost my shift.
Aye, where's your shift at?
I serve at the Krabby Nethers, and
Grabbing nothing.
We really are in a dark spot of this city, huh?
Grabbing nothing.
Best to watch out for that place.
man, I totally blew saying that with a straight face. I'm so upset at myself.
No, you said it with a straight face and then instantly
I
lost it.
lost it. Yes, exactly.
I think I have cure disease.
I think we might need that.
Oh, jeez.
I know it's a bit of an awkward name, but it's one of the better establishments here in the shadow, and
You work in the shadow.
I live here. Yes.
We're gonna
Divine
get you up
health.
to more reputable establishments.
Since my husband died, I've had to survive on every scrabbling coin I could find.
Well, let me ask you. Do they serve rum at this establishment? The Krabby Nethers.
Pull it together, John.
She didn't even say nethers right. It was like the Krabby Nethers or whatever. Nethers. She says, yeah, oh, of course, follow me this way.
And do they have, games they play in these establishments for gold?
Well, most games they are played for copper and silver.
We'll raise the stakes.
All right, what are the rest of you doing?
I mean, I'm there just sort of listening to the
So you've turned his head. The blood is now pouring out the side of his mouth. He's
I
not
feel a
choking
little bit
on
more
it.
reassured.
Anna
his-
still has her hood up.
There's a little chunk of his tongue. Your hood is pulled up.
I'll go pick that up.
And I'm just keeping an eye on Cade, making sure he behaves himself.
For Cade, he's behaving.
Yes.
You have the chunk of tongue.
Markov is leaning against the wall at the edge of the alley, looking for guards, just kind of serving as the lookout, just in case anyone were to walk by and ask why there's a man bleeding to death.
Not to death anymore.
You look around. You see no sign of guard, and you also, having been familiar with Magnamar, know that the guard rarely come to this part of the town. And in fact, the denizens of the shadow, they prescriptively turn their heads and are judiciously avoiding any
Wonderful.
view, pretending like they don't see what they see.
Wonderful. Good to hear.
Especially with Raga. What am I trying to think? The Director Society!
Ragamuffin.
Vagabond?
Vagabond, that's
I
the
knew
word.
what you meant when you were saying ragamuffin, but both work.
Ragabond.
Ragabond. You upperchuck the Ragabond!
Ragamon sounds like a really good bad guy name.
It does. It does.
Ragamon.
All right. So you have a chunk of tongue now in your pouch.
Yes, I've bottled it and put it into
Tongue
my.
from the Ragamon.
All right. And thank you everybody in the chat. That's funny. Yes.
I'm naming him Ragamon.
Have I missed any advantages or anything? I don't think I have.
No, I haven't seen anything.
All right, and so we will give away today your choice of Blue Box swag. I show the mug, but if you already have the mug, it's very cool. We'll do a hoodie, we'll do a mouse pad, any part of the Blue Box swag that you don't have, we'll do that today. And depending on how the chat grows and the viewership, we may have a special giveaway today. All right.
What's the giveaway term?
Well, I'll tell them in a moment. So I
Okay.
haven't put the. It
yet.
will be mug, but I haven't put in the Nightbot yet, so it won't help you until I put it
Yeah.
in.
Okay.
All right. So, players, you see the young lady.
Is your shift starting soon?
I was on my way.
I'll walk you. Make sure that no harm comes to you.
Of course. Please.
I grab her arm.
Irda's going to go to the fellow who is crumpled on the ground. And she's going to kneel down beside him. Is he still conscious?
No, he's unconscious.
Okay.
He was knocked out.
She's just going to cast lay on hands on him. Just
Just a D6.
a little. 3 points of healing.
Give him some help.
You see the blood is staunched. His head snaps around.
That's not going to do you any good. I suggest you make better choices from here on out. Good day.
You see he gets up, holding his mouth, patting the sides of his face, and he sprints down the alleyway.
Love it. Good job. Very good. Good encounter. I guess we go to the
One
Crabby
last
Nethers.
round. Let's go to the Crabby Nethers.
Really, I'm glad I have divine health, man. I don't.
As you walk through the alleyways of the shadow, you see more and more of what you noted last time. The man in the gibbet, the skeletal form, clearly of warning for those who tell the guards anything. This is why you see no sign of the guards. Scrawny, emaciated children flitter through the alleyways with barely living cats and dogs in tow as their only companions. You see rotten fruit propped up inside of sidewalk merchants that are looking themselves no better off than the dogs and cats that move across the alleyways. And
How long have you been living in the shadows? Well, what's your name?
I'm Jenny.
Oh no!
I don't play myself.
All right, let's go. Ginny.
Ginny. It's so very different.
Very different.
With a G.
It's a G, G-I, not J-E. Ginny.
All right. How long have you been living in the shadows, Ginny?
Dawn died 2 years ago. We were put out of our house. I could not pay the creditors. And since that time, well, my child, she died.
Oh my goodness. Oh, you are every type of inappropriate with every reaction you're giving right now.
The pox came upon her, the fever claimed her, and I was without hearth and home. I have been here since.
Has the shadows always been like this?
She seems confused by your question. These are the shadows. Like, she's perhaps in her mid-20s. This
So
is
let me tell you, let me ask you. The mayor lives in all this wealth, and this? Does he ever come down here to see anybody?
I've heard there's such a thing as a mayor. Grab. I don't even know his name.
I don't even want to utter it. I'll keelhaul him when I get him. But we've got to get you out of these shadows. But you can do your shift tonight. But we're working on something.
Kate, if you don't mind me asking, young lady, Ginny, yes? My name's Markov.
Ginny.
Yes, wonderful to meet you. I noticed the lack of guards here. Have you seen evidence of perhaps golems stalking the street, guarding people at all? Or maybe abducting them, more likely?
Golem? What's a golem?
It's a figure larger than a man, made of abstract materials, stone, flesh even sometimes. Have you heard anything like that? Rumors, perhaps.
I don't know what abstract means, but there has been rumor of a man standing over 8 feet tall, with stitches in his skull and face. But he's never harmed us. He simply wanders the streets. I've never seen him. We call it a child's tale.
And you've never seen him? Do you, perhaps when we get to the Crabby Nethers, you can point out somebody that has?
I'm sure if I ask around, people have loose tongues in the Crabby Nethers. The drink is quite potent.
People seem to have loose tongues here in the shadow, one way or another.
And then we walk in.
Let's head into the Crabby Nethers.
All right. As you approach it, you see the sign. It's a bit more than I can even describe. Let's simply say there are some hips and a pair of thighs and an illustration, which is utterly inappropriate, but seems to be so well suited to this area. And as you move through the doors, we're going to go ahead and switch. Thank you. Yes, that's right. All right.
Alcott is visibly uncomfortable.
As well he should be.
Just like holding his cloak up close to him. Anything that gets close.
I won't touch anything.
You step through the doors and you see one of the most debauched institutions. Certainly for you, Alcott, this is beyond the pale for your experience.
Alcott.
Ceilings are low, barely over 7 feet. There is soil and refuse on the ground here on warped boards. A handful of tables that are surrounded by seedy-looking denizens. You see malformed gnomes, halflings, humans, all of whom in threadbare clothes, cloaks that are tattered, the smell of sweat, the stench of refuse. There's a bit of sawdust haphazardly scattered in an absolutely pitiful attempt to control what's on the floors of this establishment. A greasy man of immense girth stands behind the bar. He has 3 wisps of hair that he has neatly coiffed in a line across his balding pate as he takes a greasy cloth and rubs it through even greasier mugs. You see, there are 2 men in the corner that look a bit more upper crust, which means they don't have obvious lesions on their face in this place, and they're playing a bit of dice in the corner. One of them has a knife on the table sticking deep into the wood, and you are now in the Crabby Nethers.
I don't know if
think-
Alcott is rubbing off on me, but I can't even drink in a place like this.
Do you think they would be offended if I cast prestidigitation about 100,000 times?
I mean, this is supposed to be one of the better places in this
Ginny,
area of
this
town.
place is awful. I'm sorry, they can't even serve a lower than decent rum here. You lied, didn't ya?
This is the best that we have. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm getting her out of here.
You're not going to leave me, are you?
No, you can stay with me. I'm getting you out of here.
Dude!
Oh!
Get your sweet behind over here. It's time to go to work. The man from behind the bar screams out.
I throw him a gold. She ain't working here no more. And I grab her. We're out of here.
Kate,
She squawks.
probably best you don't decide things for other people.
Oh, well, I don't think she wants to work here. Diddy, do you want to work here?
All right. So let me set the scene for our viewers. So here we have
The series of events should have made
the fine institution known as the Krabby Nethers. This is Elandra, looking nothing like the actual Elandra, but the only token we still
I'm
have.
not Alondra. I'm Irda.
That's what I meant. Irda, sorry. Oh, by the way, I love the comment earlier. I think it came from Patrick saying he was glad you finally ditched the wig and were wearing your natural hair.
Thank you.
So here we have Markov, and at least the crossbow is accurate. Here we have, of course, Alcott, Devereaux, and Cade with his blade and his hand out, as it often is.
I have me
What
hand.
it's out for. And then here is the lovely but tattered Ginny standing next to you. She pulls her grip away.
I have to serve you. You don't understand. It's not a choice. I have to.
Why do you have to?
I'll be back.
She pulls her arm away and she scuttles over toward the bar, clearly afraid.
Now, as Cade threw the coin across the room, I'm really interested in anyone's reaction that sees the glint of gold flying across the
Yeah,
air.
so tell me where you threw the coin again?
At
Toward the
big
bar?
fat guy.
As the gold coin flops here toward the bar, you see remarkable speed. This immense greasy oaf drops his mug and his cloth and snatches the coin off the bar and says, "All right, gold all around. Drink. No, drink for you." And you see a barmaid hustles over
Interesting place.
and brings you.
I don't want to drink from this place.
Get the cup separate from the drink, and then I can clean the cup for you. Maybe a bottle of something that's unopened.
You can presty all the cups.
Yes.
All right. Does he bring me something?
No, a barmaid, disheveled-looking woman, clearly 50 summers at least, comes over with a ragged cloak edged with tattered thread, and she holds a mug. It looks like there's a bit of steam or froth or something that's boiling off the top of it.
That's what you want to see.
It's all best. He said to give it to you. The best we have. Here it is.
Can you bring me another empty cup, please?
You want an empty cup?
Yeah, I do.
No, all pissing's done outside. Nothing in here.
I want an extra cup.
You're not gonna.
I beg to differ on the pissing thing.
Just bring me one.
She looks at you dubiously, or whatever her lowbrow version of that word would be, and she scuttles away. In a moment, she comes back with another equally greasy mug.
All right, dear, work your magic.
Press the digitation until it's clean.
Yeah, again, you see this familiar power as Irda casts her Presti, and the secondary mug now gleams brightly. The serving woman has already turned away in disgust after dropping it off. No one else seems to notice what happens.
I take a sip.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just gonna say to the rest of them, I see a lot of opportunity here. Look around at the way they react to gold. If we're looking for evidence of greed, then perhaps we can investigate into the creditors that your money is owed. especially for those that lose their house to it, like the Ginny that we brought here. Not only that, Ginny stated that perhaps somebody here has seen a flesh golem wandering the streets. Could easily bring us to where this Zayden is. Although I find it interesting that it wouldn't, be gawked at as a monster in some light. Something tells me there's something more to that. I have theories, but I need more evidence.
Most people here appear to be a bit tattered, anyways.
Yes, but to say that about a creature 8 foot tall walking in stitches, I don't believe that is the same, Alcott. Maybe to you it all looks the same, but to people like me, no. I think that perhaps Zayden is using the shadow and protecting part of its people, at least not abducting them, in order to make his operations go by unnoticed. The guards aren't going to come here.
Experimenting on them.
Perhaps experimenting on them, but so little that they wouldn't go to the city to petition for help. Not that many of them would.
I don't think they would get much of a help, knowing the mayor.
Yes, but let us look for evidence to confirm that. And, like I said, maybe we can find more information on these mysterious creditors that so many people owe in the town.
Yes, we do actually know where to find Zayden's entrance to his lair. It might be good to find other entrances, if there are any.
Yes. Wonderful.
Why don't you go ask around?
Of course. I'm gonna say, give me just one moment. I must meditate on something. And I am gonna use, a spell.
Oh.
Or not a spell, sorry. That's what wizards use.
Yeah.
A divine help here. I need to read the description and get it right. Here, because I don't want to speak off the tongue. Great. It's called Seek Thoughts. It allows me to, it's similar to Detect Thoughts, allows me to sift through surface thoughts of those around you. I can scan for either the answer to a simple question, such as where is the hidden lair or where rats, or information on a general topic, such as beliefs of an evil cult. I detect the number of creatures who are thinking about the question within range, as well as the location if they are visible. It does not lead to actual surface thoughts, only if a given creature is thinking about the topic you're concentrating.
About the topic you're concentrating. All right, that makes sense.
Yeah, a successful will save will prevent that.
All right, and so what is the thought that you're concentrating on?
Yes, I'm gonna ask the group, what do you see as the higher priority? The creditors or the flesh goal?
Currently, our main goal is to get in and get the shield out.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful. Then I will think about anyone that is thinking of what is that giant stitched together figure. We'll go with that. I'm trying to think of the best way to frame it.
Okay.
Yeah. What is?
So you're sort of concentrating on the description you were given about this 8 foot tall, odd looking figure. All
yeah,
right.
because they're not going to know what a golem is, most likely.
All right. So we'll resolve that in a moment. As you're concentrating on that, what's the rest of the party doing?
You can see me just like listening for a long time. That's the way this takes.
I take a sip of rum. To see. Just a sip, not a swig, I said.
All right. From your cleaned cup,
Yes.
you take a sip. It is sour. It is revolting, and it is potent, and immediately warms your gullet. It doesn't have the sweetness of heavenly rum, but it has the punch of strong rum, and your senses begin to tingle.
All right. It's the best. But I take a swig of this rum. And I start to feel. So I ask Ginny. I go up to her.
Yeah, so she's
serving?
she's serving. So she's over here by the bar. You walk over toward her. She's actually moving past the hearth. You walk in front of a brightly glowing fire. Not nearly as neatly manicured a hearth as what you see there, but close enough, warming your calves as you walk
passing,
past.
I do not yell at her. Ginny, what What do you mean? Cannot.
He's watching.
Which one? The big one?
She just kind of gently nods and like she skirts past you furtively. All right, what's everyone else doing?
You said there was a gaming table in the corner.
There is. So there are a pair of men here. One human, pockmarked face, graying beard. He's the one that has the big dagger stuck in front of it. He is accompanied by a halfling in a dark cloak and a very, very strange-looking woman, tattooed face, dark scars that adorn her chin, and she sits in front of it with a pair of dice. They're all putting the dice away as he pulls the knife out.
I'll sort of sidle up and walk over. Are you done playing for the night?
I spy Alcott.
You're busy talking to Ginny.
No, I was doing it in passing.
Yeah, I know. Like so like that passing conversation is
What money
happening.
are you gonna gamble with?
Yeah, right, yeah.
I
Like,
have some. I mean, he said they were only gambling with copper.
Okay.
He just has no gold or platinum.
That's true.
If I flash gold in here, I'm gonna get mugged.
I'm surprised you aren't even got pickpocketed.
as you walk over, the pockmarked man looks up. Hi! I'm broken 8 fingers. And as he holds up his hand, you see he's missing 2 fingers off his left hand. How do you interested to be in with our game here? We'd love to have you play. But, it's a bit dangerous. He flips the dagger up deftly. It spins end over end, slaps into his sweaty palm. You see him running across the table. Would you like to play?
I was a bit more interested in the dice game your friend might be playing.
The dice. Only for the women. Well, he looks apologetically at the tattooed woman. She's not really. Well, I mean, not she is, but she can play. But no, the dice are that's a woman's game. We play with the daggers. Just, I saw your friend, the gold road. I'll make you a wager. I'll put my copper against your gold. Well, no, that doesn't make sense, does it? I'll put this. He puts a sack on the table. Against 2 of your gold, and I'll go through me hand. Nah, he slips it over the dagger to the other hand, puts the hand with 5 fingers out, and holds with 3 fingers the dagger. Quick as your eye, quicker than a blink, through me hand. And not a nick. You only have to do it once.
Do I get a sense if there's anything actually of value in that sack?
Well, you heard a clink. I won't even make you roll for that. I mean, there's clearly coin in the sack, but whether it's steel, copper, you have no idea what's in the sack.
I'm not interested in being conned, thank you. And Alcott will just sort of walk away. See how he reacts to that.
Yeah, you see he frowns, gives you a very dour look.
And I'll.
How are you saying I'd be conning?
I mean, it seems like it. Why would you put a whole sack of coin against 2 gold?
It's full of copper, lad.
Oh, you know you'll win.
Ah,
It's
I
a
do.
losing bet.
Because you look soft and weak. I know I'll win.
I know I'm soft and weak.
He seems utterly befuddled by this admission. Like, what do I do with a man who admits he's soft
So I'll
and
go
weak?
speak to someone a bit more tough and walk over to the woman at the other end of the table.
All right. So as he's doing this, and as Cade has his brief interaction with Ginny, Elandra and Markov, are you doing?
Not Elandra.
I'm sorry, Irda and Markov. It's
He's getting pulled out.
Yes! Wait, this is similar enough. Never mind.
exactly. All right, Irda and Markov, are you doing it?
Yeah, I just have, my hand against my head, and I can't talk while doing this. It makes a big mention of that.
Right.
What do you make of this, Irda?
What exactly?
The fact that the flesh golem is not, just walks through the streets.
It's unusual that she mentioned that people had heard of it but never seen it as a story, not a fact.
Yes, but doesn't check out for such an egotist, does it? You would want everyone to know of his dealings, would he not?
I don't know. Maybe there's something more that he wants to work under the surface, not draw too much attention to himself for now.
Perhaps. Maybe he wants to seem, I don't know, like a hero or something. These people either do it for power or for some sense of self-righteousness. I wouldn't know anything about that kind. Anyways, it's perplexing, I'll tell you that much. I just keep sitting in thought, concentrating on whatever Iomade deems to bring to my mind.
So I
All right.
I
Yes.
talk to Al. I go over to Al.
Yeah, so now you're done with Ginny, so you can walk back over to Alcott. You see he's at a table. He's walking away from a man who's got a dagger in one hand and 3 fingers on the other. And he's scowling at Alcott as Alcott moves to the other side of the table. You see the same woman I described, actually quite frightening. She stands close to 6 feet tall, and these tattoos across her face and these scars bespeak one who has seen much combat.
Alcott. So, I don't think there's much money in this place.
No.
But, one thing, I want to get Ginny out of here. So, maybe I can win her in a bet. Oh wait, she's being held by the big guy. So somehow I've got to get him in the game.
Cade, I appreciate your good deeds you're attempting to do, but where will she go?
Yes.
What does that mean? Into the sewers dungeon of Mad Mage? To our home that's abandoned on the far side of town for her to be mugged on the way?
She'll be here.
It seems like if we had to do anything to help these people, we should start higher up. I mean, I would love to help her, but...
So then, how do we find... We've got to get the shield, right?
It seems like if we start there, this part of the city may be a little better off. I'm not sure.
So how do we find out where the shield is?
We know where it is.
How
We
do
know
we get
the
there?
entrance to this place.
Then why don't we go there?
I would like to rest, prepare myself tonight. We need to wait till high noon tomorrow to even find the entrance.
Well, they have bad rum here, and I don't think they got a lot of gold. So I don't want to waste my time gambling.
Well, it seemed like that gentleman, and I motion behind myself to the fingered man, has a couple of coins to spare, if you're willing to wager some gold. He mentioned you.
He's got a bag of crap.
I agree.
Don't want that.
I
All
think
right.
we need to find a place to rest our heads in cold.
And it ain't gonna be here. You've rubbed off on me. We need nicer places than the crappy nethers.
Well, that's good, but I don't know how many better places you will find.
All right, so we'll pause that. As you're concentrating, Markov, there is a buzzing reverberation in your mind, and you hear a whispered thought. Fear comes across first, the emotion, and then the gray man. The gray man. And as you look across, you see there is this gnome here that's kind of wandering across the tavern, looks a bit concerned, is watching warily as though he knows he's in a place where any sign of danger could squash him. He moves back over to the bar. As you're concentrating on his thoughts, he stops. And he briefly looks around and then walks over to the bar.
Wonderful. I'm gonna look up to Irda and say, it seems that Iomade has deemed fit for me to get some insight on this. Can you do me a favor? Can you go stand over next to the door, the way out, and look semi-threatening for a minute?
I think I can manage that.
I know you can. And as Irda walks away, before I approach the gnome, I want to go over to Jenny, which seems like she's in the corner opposite.
Yeah, she's moving back across now, heading back to the bar.
Yeah, I'm gonna just kind of lean over and say, Ginny, or oh yeah, I'm following her at this point. And I say, walking, trying not to necessarily stop her in motion.
And not literally pointing a crossbow at her.
Yes, Ginny.
I need to talk to you.
Yeah. And say, the gnome at the bar. What's his name?
She's startled, and she looks up at you, your hat, your imposing figure.
Are you with Cade? I saw you outside with him.
Yes, we spoke on our way here.
But you're with him.
Yes.
I can trust you.
Of course. You can trust me. I'm going to use bluff if I
Okay,
need
go
to.
ahead. Yeah, please make a roll.
Robert is saying that the ambient noise is a bit loud.
Okay.
15.
Compared to us.
15. She nods.
I've never seen him before, but please, you've got to be careful. If Durham keeps seeing me talk to you, he's going to get angry, and then he punishes me.
As she's saying this, just say, make nothing of it. And I'll walk past her and take a seat. The gnome's standing. He's not.
Yeah,
sitting.
he's standing by the bar.
Yeah, I'm going to stand next to the gnome on the right side, and then Irda's near the door, right?
Correct.
Yes. I'm going to say, I'm going to lean over and say, you don't come around here much, do you?
His head snaps up.
Hey, what? I don't want any trouble. I just want to drink.
You won't have any trouble, but you were a little difficult to find. You don't come around here much. Perhaps we can have a seat. And I'm going to say...
When you say the word find,
Yeah.
his eyes go wide.
I'm going to...
It was just a peek. I wasn't. Leave me alone.
I'm gonna interrupt him and just say, look towards the door. Try and make a run for it and see what happens. How about we take a seat? And then nothing bad has to happen here. I'm gonna use intimidate if I need to.
I would go ahead and roll that.
Yeah.
And just as a
Oh.
note, like Irda
Look at
by
this.
the door, she's lowered her hood now, and she's pushed her cloak back enough where like her she has a full gambeson on, so her arms
Right.
are covered, but her muscles still are shaped.
Sure.
And she just kind of stands there
I know.
toward Markov. like,
Doing
giving
that
her-
thing where you push the muscles up with your fists. and then
She's
make
just
yourself
trying
a
to be
little bit
like-
more buff.
Sounds like you speak that from experience.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's standing there just kind of keeping an eye on Markov in the situation.
I got a natural 20, which brings the total to a 42.
You have a plus
You
22
hear-
intimidate?
I do.
You hear a dripping, and you see a puddle forming at the gnome's foot as he looks over.
Kill him with intimidation.
He dies.
He looks over at
I'm on
Irda,
attack.
and then his gaze snaps back to your intimidating visage.
Oh, all right. What? Just don't hurt me. What is it?
I say, let's take a seat. We don't want anybody else to hear about what you saw, do we?
It was just a peek, I swear.
Follow me, and I will lean down with my hand on his shoulder, not pushing him, just guiding him as we go and take a seat. And I nod towards Irda.
Right, so you usher the gnome, who leaves a trail on the floor as he goes over to the table with you.
Cleans this place probably. It's at least
Yeah, it's somewhat it's somewhat obscured in the sawdust. And then Irda, are you moving over there as well?
No, I'm just gonna keep an eye on the situation. I'm also kind of just scanning the bar regularly just to
Okay.
see kind of if anybody seems more shady than anybody else, and especially just trying to keep an eye on Alcott and Cade. Making sure our friends are safe.
Okay. All right, did you scan the bar? You watching? Yeah, more shady is definitely a relative term in this place. Alcott, what are you doing?
I was walking over to the dice lady.
Yeah, the one with the tattoos, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, all right. So you're in front of her now. She looks over, dark eyes, narrowly slitted. What do you want?
You play games. Dice games?
I don't play games. I win coin, and I take body parts.
As bets? Or just as a side gig?
Games are for children. Dice and knives. They're the real.
We will see. What kind of dice do you play?
Oh, you got inspiration from Pat. Thank you, Pat.
Hey, I'll take it.
Cool.
I'll play any dice you want to play.
Would you like to try a round of liar's dice?
I'll play with you, but I warn you, it's not safe to lie to me.
I'll do my best.
She pulls some dice out. Do you have your own dice?
Yes, but I am letting you know that I'm definitely going to cheat when I play this.
Okay, we'll see how
I am
that
going
goes.
to pull out a coin. I'm going to actually pull out maybe 5 silver and place it in the center of the table.
Okay.
And I will also grab a copper piece and just sort of hold it by my lips, just sort of lightly rubbing it slowly as I play. And I will say "Deprendo sensa," just under my breath, and I'm casting Detect Thoughts while I look at her.
All right. As you cast the spell, and let's make a quick
And
check
just
for
so
her.
you know, I want her to win the first game and up the bet the second one.
Okay.
Do I see Alcott playing?
You're walking over there. Yeah, you see this. You see as he's talking to this
I was
woman.
going to head over to her, so.
Okay, all right. So you come walking over as you see Alcott is rubbing a coin. Her eyes already narrow further.
What was that you said?
Nothing, it's a little phrase I keep in mind while I play these games. Helps me to focus. Brings luck to my side.
Do you know good? Are you ready?
How many dice are you gonna roll?
So you see she pulls out 3 dice.
3 dice. Okay.
Cade, you walk over, you see them rolling 3 dice.
Alcott. May I join?
Next game?
All right, I'll watch. What about you?
Roll for initiative. Who are you talking to?
Yes. Can I join the next game? Are you up for pirate dice?
She looks you up and down.
You're no pirate. You're a dandy in floppy clothes. I doubt you've seen a day at sea and would know nothing of the depths. But your coin is welcome at the table.
Aye. Well, it looks like you've killed many a fella.
She smirks.
I'd like to hear more of those stories. Maybe we'll get along. Because I just chopped off somebody's tongue out in the alleyway, so don't be messing with me.
All right, as Cade, the strange tattooed woman,
gosh.
and Alcott stand around the table. Now, Cade is not playing yet.
not yet.
Alcott.
I can detect both of their thoughts.
Oh, great.
Okay, all right, nice. I like that. All right, so she takes a grimy mug, flips it over, and of course, no, a blue box mug is not a grimy mug.
It's my table. You first.
So there's 9 dice on the table?
Cade's not playing yet, right?
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm playing.
Yeah, you
Okay.
excluded him from this first
When
game.
she looked at her dice, did I get a thought that ran across her head as to what she had under her cup?
Your initial thought from her, and she gets a will save, yes?
She does.
And what is the DC?
It is... Why'd you have to remember that she gets a will save? 17.
Because I'm a DM.
That's his job.
That's my job. You sense just apprehension and lack of confidence. Not a number that comes to mind, but she is not pleased with whatever she saw in the cup.
3 3s.
Liar!
I have 2.
I have none.
She pulls the cup. There's a 4, a 2, and a 1.
All right. Real good at this.
Oh, God, you're terrible.
She snatches the copper from your hand, the one that you were rubbing.
Okay.
She snatches it away. She looks around with a sense of portent.
Let's make this a real game.
Ah, sounds like a plan.
She pulls out a silver piece and puts it on the table.
Okay.
I jump in with a silver piece.
I will also do the same.
She takes a 4th die.
Wasn't this how your dad lost all of his money?
I thought I'd give it a try. My dad didn't have magic powers.
Yeah.
All right, so hold on here. I'm gonna ask the players not to watch Twitch, but I'm gonna let make sure I got the right one here, which is which.
Are you
This
gonna
one.
tell Twitch chat what the dice are?
I'm gonna let them see what the dice are on here.
So wait, do I get the sense that she succeeded on her will save? So
You're uncertain. So you don't necessarily know if they succeed or fail on
Okay.
their saves.
but I mean, I did get some thoughts from her.
Yeah,
so.
you did. Yeah, you said so. Like degree of failure, degree of success, complete abject failure, abject success. A save made exactly on the number, a save made 1 or 2 above the number is how I kind of run this. But yeah, you definitely had a thought from her. Hang on here.
I'd like to know who I'm playing with. What's your name? Can't call you a lady or a ma'am. What's your name? What do you go by?
She looks you up and down.
You don't know if I'm a lady or a man.
Ma'am. I don't want to call you a lady or a ma'am. What do you go by? Because it doesn't seem like ma'am fits ya.
She looks around. She smirks at the man across the table with the pockmarked face that had first been engaged. And
You calls me ball snipper.
That was the most Looney Tunes gulp I've heard.
right, hang on, let
That was good.
But grabbing others. A ball sniffer.
hang on here. Let me
Probably
reactivate this
better
camera.
In the crabbing others.
Usually takes a seat.
That got intense real quick.
That
You know how,
escalated quickly.
yeah, you know how to escalate things.
All right, here we go. So you will see ball snippers rolls. Now, again, the players cannot look at Twitch. Don't look at my camera, Cade. Don't look, as you can see it. Don't look. All right.
Hey, Cade, can you roll a will save?
Yeah?
Scott said his ex is in the tavern.
Oh.
Sorry, Scott. Didn't mean to give you flashbacks.
D20 plus your will.
7.
I know what you're thinking.
Oh, crap.
All right, and roll for her again. And I'm gonna message you because you may or may not choose to share what you know with
Great.
him.
Oh, I certainly not.
Okay, hang on here. So let me pull up Discord. All right, so we have riddles within clues, within tricks happening here on Blue Box. Multiple layers of communication.
It's got layers.
It's got layers like an onion,
Like
and
an
somebody's gonna
ogre.
cry. All right.
I bet we can find some layers on an ogre.
When was the last time you?
Well, let me
messaged
just make a monster roll.
I'm third down or fourth down for you, but you might be Mr. Popular with other people.
Well, on my
Oh,
own
there's
Discord,
big
I should hope so.
giveaways.
Yeah, so yeah, it's like I'm scrolling. Keep them doggies scrolling. All right, so I'm gonna text you instead. All right,
Okay.
I know I have your text up quicker. All right, and there we go. All right. She pulls with a leathery hand, pulls the cup aside and looks.
The newcomer starts.
That's you.
Oh. Aye. Well, Ballsy. Call me King, the Kraken Killer.
Really rolls off the tongue.
That's right.
Cade the Kraken Killer.
Kraken killer.
Right.
It's good.
I say there be 2 ones.
I would snip his balls off if you've ever even seen a kraken.
You better be
What
snipping.
do I have to do? What? I don't like this game. I believe it's my turn.
She
next,
looks.
right?
Oh yeah, it's your turn. Yes.
When I come in the mouth of the Kraken, seen teeth of the Kraken, I plunged my sword into the teeth of the Kraken. So you better be snipping.
And then you woke from your dreams.
You said 2 ones?
Yes.
Just a note, Irda saw Alcott and Cade sit down at the table with this woman. She's definitely paying much more attention to them now.
Are you moving any closer? Or are you still standing in the doorway?
She's still standing in the doorway, but she's very focused on them. She kind of noticed that Markov seemed to have everything under control on his part. So.
You noticed the trail.
So, yeah, she's definitely focused on Alcott and Cade now.
Certainly
Okay.
with your help.
3 6s.
There are 4 6s, pretty boy.
Your turn.
It's up to you, Kate.
Up to me. You tell me.
Actually, I'll call you on that one.
She pulls the cup away, glares at you. She has 1 6.
0,
2.
Ballsy.
And I just scoop up the coins.
See her lip
Huzzah!
curls and quivers. She reaches into her pouch, and we're going to switch to you. So you sit at the table with the urinating gnome.
Wonderful.
And
How I wanted to spend my
It's the place we're in.
There's just layers to
Yep.
this adventure, man.
he looks up at you.
What? What do you want of me?
How about we start with what you just took a peek at?
Her window was open. I was just walking by. I didn't mean anything. I didn't know. It was.
And you know, peeping toms aren't particularly well liked, correct?
Peeping? What? My name's not. What?
Peeping gnome.
It's lost on you. How about this? The people that I was sent to represent aren't very happy about your peak.
I won't do it again. I promise. Hey, is there any coin? I can give you a coin. Here. Oh, I've got.
I was contracted, just interrupting him and putting my finger up, to make sure you wouldn't do it again. Life is cheap here in the shadow, and one missing gnome is not going to turn anybody's head.
He's nodding with you as this is gospel.
Yeah, and I say, but I know, because you like peeking at things, that you've seen other things as well. So I
You
think
see this like guilt wash over his face, like his mind is racing over all the things he's watched that he shouldn't have watched.
I'm interested in the Gray Man.
Howdy! How do you know about the Gray Man?
I know a lot more about you than you think. So, continue, and perhaps you'll make it out of this night alive, if you're honest, and I'll know if you're honest. I can make a bluff or an intimidate roll.
You don't need to.
Yeah.
No, with your 42 earlier and the
Yeah.
puddle on his nose, like you know, you've read his mind, you know his thoughts.
Yeah.
He's at your disposal.
He is
Yeah.
putty in your hands
Yeah.
at this point.
Go ahead.
I have seen him. He's big. Would make you look like me.
Yes.
He lowers his voice like he knows he's been too loud.
He's got stitches all on his face, and his skin is grey. And all he ever does is take the rocks from beneath the span, and he carries them off.
You know where? Somebody like you wouldn't just look and walk away. You would look for a while. That's what got you into this trouble. And where did he go?
I can show you.
I think you will. First, I pull out my notepad and I look over it. Not at any particular thing. I look intensely like I'm reading. It seems like you've been honest with me.
He stares at your notepad like an adder,
Yeah.
like there's a venomous serpent right in front of his face, and he tries to peek as you slap it closed.
Yeah. Says, I think you will show it to me. And then I think the way that you will be gone from the shadow is you're going to take a trip to the Temple of Iomade and you're going to atone for the sins that you know you've committed. For certainly if I could find you, this is a divine, spiritual concern.
All right, we're going to come back to that in a
Love
second.
that.
All right, Elandra, who is actually Irda.
Yes.
I know, for some reason, like
They're so close.
this is making me think Elandra when it should be making me think Irda. I don't
Yeah,
know
'cause
why.
Elandra's hair is definitely brown.
I know. I don't know what it is about the hair. It's like it's throwing me off
The
today.
names are rather similar, though.
You did.
At least pronounced.
All right, so are you doing anything else as you're watching?
If
or-
I see.
That was not my dice mug. That was my coffee mug.
A bunch of coffee on the ground.
I did. Okay, well, it's time for break here at Blue Box as I try to save my Alienware PC. Thank you, Anthony Bond. So, everybody type.
that was so bad.
I know, that was
so
such a bad. I had a dice mug here and a coffee mug here, and I got the two
Mug for dice
confused.
here.
I know, yes, I should have asked you for one of those over there. We will be right back at Blue Box, and when we come back from the break, we'll start our giveaway, and we're going to hope the Alienware PC has not been doused in coffee and glitter at the same time. Blue Box will be right back.
Smells great over here right now,
It's
though.
very aromatic in the room
It
now.
really is, isn't it?
That is
Um,
so sad.
Adds a different layer to
What can I
the
grab to help out?
Jen, can you run up and get me a towel, please?
That's so
Fortunately,
funny.
it was only about a third full, but oh my God.
Oh yeah,
My
it's
I've
headphones.
got to assume that the character does it as well.
She grabs her wrong mug and just drops
she's
rum
got her
all over.
tankard.
Yeah,
Aw.
So stupid. So stupid.
that's just funny though. You got it.
This,
That really is pretty funny.
this gnome made the mistake of thinking in the room with me.
How dare he?
How
That's the
could
worst
he?
sin he could have committed.
Never think in a room with Markov.
Yeah,
Well, apparently Alcott.
I will remember the
Also
secrets.
explains a little
Bankers.
bit more about how Markov knows so much about everybody. He can
Perhaps it does.
sense thoughts.
Oh man, it's running fast.
Yeah, it's coming towards me. And towards the table
Yeah,
this
I know.
way.
The table is actually the least of my
Yeah.
concerns. Thank you. I'm more
She
worried
grabbed
about
a
it.
towel and some goldfish.
All right, can you get that over there? Yes.
Yeah, I got this.
Priorities, right?
Absolutely.
Oh, that's good.
Absolutely.
Nothing like liquid sitting around thousands of dollars of electronics.
You know, that's how you want it, right?
All right. Lubricates.
Gotta keep all those parts moving.
I think we got most of it.
There's a little.
And I will have a nice aromatic smell for the rest of the break.
Well, it definitely smells better than this tavern does. So there's
It
that.
definitely smells better than the tavern. Thank you, viewers. We always leave the mics hot. Yes, the sponge of cleaning +3 has been brought out. A
Casting
cursed mug.
prestidigitation.
Oh, good idea. Yes, the cursed mug. We need a little prestidigitation in the room. That poor PC, I know. It has been through a lot, but it's still nothing like what Rory did to it. Although, interestingly, I am living dangerously, Robert, no lie. I will tell you, one of our great viewers and contributors to the community, Pat Draws, apparently has sent me something that he says I have to open on stream on a Tuesday night Greyhawk campaign, and he has said it does involve glitter. Now, I'm going to assume...
But not loose glitter.
He hasn't told me what it is, so if you told me something that he didn't tell me, you betrayed his secret. I figured it wasn't bad.
He would be smart enough not to send you loose glitter.
That's what I was thinking, exactly.
He knows the threat has been out to Rory for a while now.
Exactly.
And that Rory made it from Blue Box Con with his life and limb barely intact.
Truthfully, that is so. Time Lord's wife, yes. A liar's mug. Let's see here.
Do you know a spell to like transform matter?
All right, that's a good idea, actually.
I know how to shape stone, but
All right,
no.
I'll be right back.
I think it would have been fun that somebody's normal mug, you turn the dice
Into coffee?
Yeah. Spill it on each other.
Hot.
I almost picked up that spell at one point.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she took a clip of that.
Clipped?
Yeah, Kayla got it. Whoops. Okay.
Well, it's a good thing you were here to snag that, because that's a very good clip. Can you not hear the splash?
You can.
You can? Okay,
That's
good.
a shame. The splash is what sold it. 'Cause
Well, like, I thought that there were maybe some dice or like a crinkled package of plastic. Nope.
It was
Just
it
a bunch
was
of coffee.
just pouring out.
This was so funny. He just...
Hey, Kayla.
How's it going?
There we go.
At this point, my Twitter only sends me notifications when you tweet. Time Lord's wife,
Oh,
Kayla.
yeah.
It's the only notification I get anymore.
Let's see. You know? That is wonderful. Okay.
Man, oh man. I made a note sheet while I was at work the other day of all the spells I want to prepare.
Oh, like going forward? Like what you have?
Yeah, what we're about to get into. I wanted to go ahead and...
I have a
prepare
question
myself.
for you all. Does
Yes.
anybody have stealth synergy, the teamwork feat?
What?
Stealth synergy, the teamwork feat.
As a
interesting about
person
teamwork
wearing
feats is you have to
chainmail
take them
and
with
as a
another
person
person.
wearing chainmail and a breastplate, I am not the most stealthy.
That is fair. I have a stealth synergy, which is really good because it means all the people with the feat roll, and you just take the best roll.
Gotcha.
And we all take that.
Yep.
All that share it.
Yeah, so I'm the only one with that.
Damn.
So
But if we pick it up, next
Yeah.
time we get feats.
I do have something though that's like called solo work. Let me find
I
it.
have a teamwork one, but it's not called synergy.
You have
Stealth synergy.
teamwork maneuvers, which just gives you a
Oh
+2
my
bonus to
goodness.
combat maneuvers. So you're better at tripping people and
Once,
stuff.
this is even better. It's called solo tactics. At third level, all of the Inquisitor's allies are treated as if they possess the same teamwork feats as the Inquisitor
Oh.
to determine if they
So
get
we
a
have
bonus. From the feat, I guess. Yeah, I could run
So
that
we
by
have that
John.
feat.
That's an Inquisitor thing, I guess.
That's really good.
Inquisitor
that's a
just
very good feature.
very smart. It also means that I can hide behind people. Is what with the duck and cover is what I got.
Because we're considered as having it.
Yeah, I can literally just take an
behind your-
ally's result of a reflex saving throw,
Oh, that's fun.
and then I cancel all the damage.
Evelyn, would you grab me that mug on the left there?
The one that is vastly visually different.
Some I got that I don't think may actually ever be useful, but it just made sense is like blind fighting,
Yeah.
fighting in the dark.
No,
Hey, you
blind
never know
hiding
when
can
you-
be useful, yeah.
It can
I was gonna
be.
say, you never know when you might need it. You are human after all.
That is true.
And dark becomes a thing very quickly as a human.
That is why I have the cantrip, light.
Oh my gosh, that's loud.
Almost
daylight.
always prepared.
I have daylight as one of my one things I can cast.
Daylight
today.
is really bright.
Yeah. Hey, you want to be outside?
Oh, so here's a question. While
We're here.
Jenny is getting
Good
that.
against vampires.
Can
Yeah.
you interpret what this means in regard to things? What are they called? Teamwork feats.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
Solo tactics is an Inquisitor thing. So read that, and then I have a test case for you because I'm interested.
Okay, so which of your allies do you think would be possessed of the same teamwork feat that you have?
So I don't think many of them have what I have.
Right.
So it's a question of, it says I count them in order to get the bonuses, and there's some like stealth synergy where you both roll and take the better. And in that case, it seems like it's really only suited for if both players have it.
I think that's the whole point, yes. So, like, you have to have multiple PCs with the same teamwork feat.
Yeah.
It's kind of like with the Cavalier. They have
Right,
a similar
exactly.
thing.
And
I
then
don't
it'll
remember what it's
stack,
called,
but absent that.
Yeah, it seems like one of the few test cases where I'm like, solo tactics could still proc is from like duck and cover, which is I can take somebody else's reflex saving throw. Because all that is I just take theirs instead of us both rolling and taking whatever.
Rather than relying on someone as your teammate, you're doing it yourself.
Yeah.
Solo tactics.
I'm just interested how that interprets.
At
And
third level.
you don't need an answer
Yeah,
right
yeah,
now.
no.
Tim did say like the background noise was still moderately loud.
Moderate.
Okay. Right. I have no background
She
noise
called
up
us
now, so
lovely.
I'm assuming
No,
that
it was
before the break.
it was before. I just didn't want
You
to
said we
interrupt
were
anything.
lovely?
Okay, let's have
Okay.
Well, thanks. That was nice.
How kind.
No, I think that's a fair reading. Yes.
I appreciate
Yes, I think that's good. You can use it that
So
way.
then you can take someone else's better stealth
Yep,
roll
yep.
also. If that's the
Okay,
case.
All right.
cool.
And we are right back.
I have a question for you. Was I not supposed to see how many dice you were rolling? Because then you say 3 and she had 4.
Huh? No, I said 4. I said she put an extra die in the cup.
Did you
Yeah.
want to roll 3 dice?
Yeah. Yeah, she said put an extra die in the cup.
I guess I should be listening.
All right. So let's resume. And we're going to pull back to the dice game here in.
Oh,
The tavern
You had
at the
asked me
end.
what I was doing.
Yes.
Irda, because she's been paying attention, any sign of any weapon on this woman towards my friends at all, Irda's going to drop her alter self and move in between her and Alcott and Cade, and let every bit of her Azamar rage show if this person pulls a weapon on.
If
on
a
either-
weapon is pulled.
If a weapon is pulled.
Okay. Well, that is a distinct possibility. So.
Yeah, that's what she's been watching for.
Okay, I have contingencies for this.
Yes.
Dice game.
The.
I just don't want you to have to use your contingency
No, I don't
on
either.
this case.
The tattooed woman, she glowers at you as you take her silver piece, and she pulls something out, and you see she has a small metal locket. Looks like it's made of gold. This is worth at least 5 gold. Put 5 dice in your cup, and I'll take your coin.
Do you want? Here, you can have that one.
The best
that
one?
one's a really
If
good
it's
one.
too rich for your blood, you can leave.
I mean,
Oh, well, I can up the ante.
What does that mean? What'd you do?
5 gold.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't be upping the ante.
That
I
means
mean, I'll match
you're
you.
calling,
That'd
yes.
be calling. I mean, just ante in general. Alcott goes, well then, and he just gets up and walks away from the table.
You walk away from the table?
Too rich for my blood.
Oh my god.
Really?
He has
That
no
must
gold.
hurt you to say.
No gold.
Also, just like not terribly enthused with this woman.
But I need to.
Hey, you already emptied.
You were so close to getting 15
I
gold
can't
towards
help
your
you
debt.
with the tech. What am I supposed to do? Tell you out loud what dice she has under her cup?
Well, you tell me what you're gonna do.
She looks at you greedily,
I go after you anyways, so you're always at the disadvantage when it comes to me detecting thoughts.
and she rattles the cup. Do not look over here. 5. She has 5 dice, so you're clear.
So it's 10 on the table. Could you imagine if I used that and just walked
cover
over
here.
and her cup came back inside? That was my thing. I get it back all per day.
Roll a different die then, if you can't read
Okay.
it. She eyes you with that steely glare.
I have a question.
I steely glare her back.
Events that occur during time stop, do they... This is
Wow.
gonna be fun.
Okay.
This is gonna be fun. Do they occur very quickly afterwards? So if I were to go into that and then whisper something in Cade's ear, would he hear it as I finish the time stop thing?
That was
Wow.
an interesting
That's a
game.
really good question. You don't know.
I'll test it out.
Okay.
I get it back after I rest, right? So
Okay.
might as well try it.
Yeah, there's nothing bad that
There's
can
nothing
happen.
bad that can happen. There's nothing bad that
He,
can happen.
he says it as though warning me not to make anything bad happen with it.
There's
Like
nothing
that.
bad that can happen.
Please no.
I quickly I look around and I just spin my finger and I say Tempus Brevis, and time just stops for me. And I want to walk, as she's lifting her cup up, I'm just going to walk over and look at what's under her cup.
Okay.
Magic is so fun.
He says now before the consequences of his actions.
Oh yeah, my actions will never have consequences.
Magic is so fun. I can cheat in dice games. It's awesome.
All right.
I'm not going to use it yet. All right, y'all.
As you move to the table, everything goes still. You see frozen images, something that approximates beer frozen mid-pour. As you move to the table, you see the tattooed woman. She has, and it's ironic because this was your clearest. You still had your spell reckoning her thoughts. It was the clearest one you'd had yet. You actually literally knew what she was thinking with the dice,
Okay.
but you confirm it. And I'll text you
Great.
what she has.
So much magical arcane ability going
Love
to
it.
great use right now.
That's so
I know,
good.
right?
Liz Nivlane.
Time stop for a dice game. That is something I've never
Time
seen in D&D.
stutter for
Stutter,
a
stutter,
dice.
stutter,
Liz,
yes.
Liz would be like, you used 10 years of academy training. What?
Exactly. All right. And then the stutter ceases, and the clatter of mugs.
Do I get a chance to walk over to Cade and say something before the time
No,
stutter ends?
you're. So the stutter lasts for
One round. So I
one
can
round. So
move.
no. So you moved. You look. You're in Cade's ear as the stutter resumes.
Yeah, I want to like obviously get back to where I was standing.
Yeah,
before the time
you're
started.
right back there, and you're looking at Cade. And let me roll perception for her. She seems to have taken no note of what happened, but she grins as she looks at her dice.
What do you say? Never pirate, dandy, foppish lout. Never a kraken has gracious eyes. I doubt you've seen the dock of a ship. You probably stole those dice from your mother.
That's what it's mean.
Wow. Your words will never hurt me. But why are you so... I mean...
Therapy. Let's really get down into it.
Let's dig
What
into
grabbed your balls, lady?
That's a great question.
Call your dice.
I'd like to know something.
How do you play
We do
this
have a
game?
table full of other players, by the way. Like, just so you know.
I got 2 threes.
I say there be 4 threes.
I'm standing over Cade's shoulder. Can I get an eye as to what's under his cup? I'm gonna put my hand on your shoulder as I'm just standing there.
So yeah, but again, keep in mind, you're in. So like, if there are
Oh, I
clear
know.
signals or signs happening, so you'd have to be.
Can I just glancingly get a look under Cade's cup as
Oh
well?
yeah, you certainly can. Yeah, you can see what's under his cup.
Very willy-nilly.
I'm gonna walk over and look
Okay.
at your dice. I can't read them.
Ear.
Yeah, I'll walk away a bit. And I'll use a little more magic.
What? Oh, this is
I know what you're
so
about to do.
unfair.
Let's pull out a little copper wire and point it at Cade.
Oh my goodness.
I know. What are you
And I
gonna
just go,
do?
nice.
I think you're a liar.
She seems triumphant. She pulls her cup back and opens it up, revealing 2 threes.
1. I snatched the locket.
Man, we make a good team.
I am concerned the path.
Irda, you see the woman, she pushes back, and it's tough for anyone else to see because it's on this side of her hip.
I
You
have
know,
walked to a different table at this point. Because I did not want to cast message right in front of
yeah,
her.
so you're moving kind of this way.
Copper wire.
On
The Kraken Killer strikes again.
on
slam in my
this
mother.
on,
First win of the game.
on the right side of her hip, where only you can see, she starts to slide a blade out.
Okay, and Irda is literally going to move as fast as she possibly can between Cade and this woman, and she's going to drop her alter self so that she appears fully Asmar again, and she's just going to let that seething, roiling, like, celestial energy that she gives off when she's angry, just to get in this woman's face a little bit.
Magic's fun.
So not such a bad roll that we have a second puddle of the day, but she steps back from you, and you see her hand moves away.
Fairly won. Peace. Fairly won. Perhaps, charlatan, we'll meet again someday soon.
You're a bitter ball snipper.
The best kind to snip.
I don't like her. I don't think I'll be playing again with her.
And she walks out the door.
She gives me the creepers.
The creepers. All right, back to you, Markov.
That was good.
It's like a party split inside a tavern. I don't know if I've done this before. The frightened little gnome standing next to you.
So, how about we agree on what we said? You bring me to where you saw the gray man go.
Let's see.
And then you make your way out of the shadow. Nobody else has to come looking for you, because if it was this easy to find you, listen, another person will do it just the same.
But where will I go? I have no coin to get out of the shadow.
You will go to the church of Iomade, the temple.
They will not take me in, such as I. No, I cannot go there.
Pedro's is saying he can't hear you.
very well.
Oh, we can't hear me, no.
No.
No, it is on.
Okay.
I guess I'm just talking
Turn
quiet.
his volume up, I guess.
Or like
we
if you're gonna
got
talk,
a,
so maybe move your mic
Yeah, just
more
kinda
toward the
point it a
middle
little
because
bit
you got to the side
Got
and
it.
you're turning to look at me.
You know what? That is a fantastic point.
So when you whisper this way, yeah, it's pulling away from the mic. Yeah, even up, yeah, right there is the
Right
mic.
up on the edge.
Because
Wonderful.
it'll catch the
Bring
resonance
right
of
up
your glorious voice.
There we go.
There you go.
Fantastic. Thank you. We've got the voice of Iomade back. You are wrong. There is someone there. I'm trying remember.
Mother Tira?
Yes, thank you.
Oh,
Mother,
wow. Well done.
Yes.
Got you, baby.
Mother Tira that will take you in, and you will find your new path.
Roll diplomacy, please.
Okay. That's the one I don't do so hot at.
You're
but
good at scaring people now.
Or you can intimidate him if you want to.
I'll
like your
intimidate
choice.
him.
Oh, okay. All right, so you're gonna threaten him.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you'll find. I'll add on to that. That way we can
Yeah.
bona fide intimidate. Because today you might be able to save your hide from me, but tomorrow you may not be able to save your soul from your actions.
All right, roll intimidate.
All right, 32.
This poor guy. Oh my gosh. What are you doing to my NPC?
I am doing exactly what I want.
Other than a natural 1, he's basically gonna roll at least a 24.
Yeah.
All right, so the first giveaway is exclamation point mug. That gets you a blue box mug.
crazy that a natural
You can
one is
pop
also a
that in the
23.
chat. Now,
But it's
if we
still a
hit,
one.
we're at 46 viewers. Sunday is typically our lower stream because everybody's out enjoying the beautiful day on Sunday. We love, but it's growing and growing. We love that. If we hit 50 viewers today, we'll give away this Liar's Dice faux wood. Actually, yeah, faux wood mug. This will be our secondary giveaway today if we hit 50 viewers. Right now, it is for the not filled with coffee. This one, which was the one I was rolling dice in and accidentally thought I was flipping when I flipped coffee all over myself. That is the giveaway right now.
Your cord. You're sitting on your cord or something.
Yeah, it's just my knees catching it. All right. He nods in acquiescence.
Wonderful. You're going to lead me, as well as a few others there. Do not try and make friends. You don't even need to say your name. Just say you are a concerned citizen and lead us there. There are many prying ears in the shadow. It's just for your own safety as well as anyone else's.
I'm a concerned, what?
Person.
Concerned person. Yes, I can be concerned. I'm actually very concerned.
As well you should be. And then I
want to spend channel points to give you inspiration for that good joke you just made.
Yeah, I'm gonna again standing behind him and not pushing him, but just kind of giving him a little pressure with my hand. Going to lead him over.
Okay. All right. So, Irda, as you see the tattooed woman stomp out of the bar, and Alcott has moved surreptitiously to a nearby table, you see Markov is escorting a soaked, breached gnome over in your direction.
Irda's just going to look at the kid and say, "Making friends again, are you?
Always.
Maybe we should rejoin the others."
I do not think this is the place for me to play dice.
I don't think a lot of places are if you're going to have people keep pulling weapons on you. Every
She
time
was a
you
little
win.
scary for a minute. My liking.
Awful stupid.
Cade, as you're talking to Alondra, you see Jenny come walking back over. She brushes her hair from her face.
I can get you rooms for the night. I spoke and there'll be no charge.
We actually have our own place to stay, but thank you for the offer.
Yes, that's.
You see she
That
looks.
was most kind, Jenny.
You see she looks crestfallen.
Of course, I don't know what I was thinking.
She turns and she walks away.
We have to figure out how to help her. What does she
How do
owe
we
that
know?
man?
That's what I was gonna try to figure out in a dice game, but could not get to him. He's probably scared of that woman too.
I could use my sources of convincing, perhaps, to get some information.
I like it, Irda. I like the way you think.
It's not like I haven't had too much trouble loosening tongues of men before.
At the crappy nethers. Wait, what is this called?
Crappy crabby works too.
Crabby nethers.
I forgot where
Well, at the state
Crabby
of the floor.
nethers.
Yeah.
That's much better.
Yeah, what
You
did you
just flipped
expect
the
from
letter
one who says
upside down.
upper chuck?
Pat 66 is not wrong.
Yeah, I like, thank you for that. Did Kane meet his match at a woman? I think he might have. Oh, hey, lawful stupid mug, and having the who caused mess me stress. John is not in a bathrobe, Pat draws. All right, I resent that. I'm going to go back to my hood. This is my cosplay effort, and apparently,
I love it.
yeah, well, he mocked me for it and said that if I wanted to know where there was real cosplay outfits, he would share with me.
Flip the
Put
top
that
back.
down. That's your, that's
what-
the,
Up and then
that's
back.
that's your cowl. You gotta pull your.
Do I have it turned
pull it
around?
up.
I think that the hood is in your
Cowl right now.
Oh, okay,
There,
yeah.
okay.
All right. Don't be all.
I'm just making sure.
You're doing a very good job.
A wizard does precisely what he means to.
How wonderful.
Are you,
Oh,
Help him
how
out.
marvelous. Oh, how wonderful. All right, there we go.
There.
Boom, got it.
boom, got it, he says.
What's
Like, wild.
No, John's not used to wearing this clothing for sure. All right. I lost my train of thought completely. Where were we?
They were talking,
Yeah, we were talking about talking
Okay.
to the barkeep.
and I was leading.
Yeah.
Gnome boy.
Yeah.
I'll catch up with Mr. Markov as they go to the barkeep.
I found someone to help us out.
Oh, good.
Concerned citizen.
Ah,
And he just can't stand having monsters roam the streets. Isn't that correct?
You see this gnome, breeches absolutely darkened, and he shakes his head with fearful eyes.
I do still have detect thoughts up, but I don't think I need to ask that fear is the only thing I sense on this man's mind.
Oh yeah, well yeah, no, well no, actually, if you want to, no, you sense.
Sure, make a
Of
will
course,
save.
he's
Yeah,
scared
let's
of
do
what he
so.
saw out in the streets. The monster.
No, you sense fear and guilt.
Okay.
There is rampant guilt as well.
I will burn the guild.
All right. Why don't we get Ida and Cade and make our way?
I think that would be the best use of our
I
time.
would love to leave this place.
Me too. I think it would. Good choice, Alcott. This is the reason that you're the one with the brains.
Thank you.
All right. So what do you do, party?
Irda and Cade were walking over toward the bar.
Yes. While they're discussing this, we're also doing something.
And Irda is going to. The front of the bar is clear of patrons. It's just
Yeah,
guy
they're
behind the
just
bar.
one sort of vagabond-looking human. Vagabond.
A vagabond.
Vagamuffin there by the side of the
wow.
bar.
2000
Patrick, thank you. All for the DM, I'm assuming, yes?
No.
Ouch.
No, Patrick's a supporter of DMs everywhere.
Yes.
But yeah, so if the bar is fairly clear, then Irda's going to walk over and just lean against the bar and try to get the bartender's attention.
All right, so this.
Just what Pat draws said.
What?
Who was pointing a loaded crossbow at everybody? I just said you know who.
You're helpful.
A sinner, one and all, found in this place.
For the players.
What?
Huzzah!
Okay, so that's 2,000 at 200.
So-
That's 10 advantages. So that's two per each. No, that's actually
It's 2 per
2.5.
plus
So-
2 extras.
Yeah, two. So
Everybody gets two people get three.
the two. Who gets the 2 extras? Is that a loaded crossbow? They're happy to see me. The barkeep, he kind of rumbles over, and it's the first time he's really gotten a look at Irda. Oh my God.
And then she dropped her alter self, so she is Irda again, fully.
You hear as he drops the mug to the ground.
This guy's dropping a lot of mugs.
His jaw goes slack, the only term I could describe. Oh, thank you.
he gave you one as well.
Yes, you get one.
10% for the DM, heartfelt. The only term I could think of would be gobsmacked. And he looks up at you. You could, but meet this,
Hello. You seem like a very charming fellow. What are you looking at? I'm so confused.
What?
Oh, I just was noticing you over here, and I could. Well, I had a couple of questions about your barmaid.
He smooths his 3 hairs back. He has 2.
And
So-
she gestures towards Jenny when she
Okay.
says your barmaid.
Is that your taste? Oh, I couldn't arrange it then. Trollop shall do whatever I ask.
I see. And to what does she owe such a devotion to you, sir?
Oh, her life and the 2 coin I give her a week. And he flips a copper in his fingers. Would that suit for you? No.
What?
I have gold. I've gold.
Yes.
I have. He looks around furtively.
What would it take to free Miss Ginny from your employment?
See his brows draw down, his jowls stiffen as best they can. What do you mean, free her?
To have her relieved of this particular position, I am interested in hiring her to work in my household. Perhaps.
Oh, I see. You're a matron of the night, then?
Not so much. I am in need of a good maid to keep my house.
It's all right. I understand. Good maid. All you shall, you don't want my 5 gold.
Oh, I appreciate your generosity, sir, but
You see disappointment, but he pushes back, and the disappointment is erased by greed, which glints in his eyes.
Well, I'm here with her.
Yeah, you're seeing all the same thing, and he looks up and says, "You can see she's got a nice bosom and a pleasant figure, but at least she's worth 3 gold." And you sense he's bluffing, like he
Yeah.
thinks she's worth nothing close to
Yeah,
that.
yeah. No, and Irda would definitely be able to get that from him, and she'll. How deep is the bar? Like, how much space is between her and him right now?
Okay, so let me pull this up, and I'm also catching up with the chat, which is pulling up. Yes, Heart of Adventure, well said, Thomas. Intelligence 3 or 7, Charisma 3, guaranteed. Rolled 3d4 to get these stats. I sound like someone from Tehama County. Love it. It's like a 4-foot bar. It's not nearly as thick as it looks here.
Okay.
And he's got his hands leaning on the counter.
Yeah, and Irda's almost 6 feet tall, so she's actually going to reach across the bar and just stroke him gently across the cheek. That seems so reasonable. You're so kind to be of such help to me.
I'll not have an extra 5 gold, or you sure? 10 for you. You're the most beautiful lass I've ever seen. I'll give whatever I've got.
I've never heard that before. You're so kind.
All right then. 3 for the trouble.
Okay, and Irda will hand over the 3 gold pieces. Thank you, sir. You are so helpful.
All right, Cade, you've heard all this. Are you saying or doing anything?
Nope.
Nope.
All right, he scoops the coins over.
Nope.
And Jenny has turned her attention to the conversation. The other patron at the bar
I go
has
over
moved
to
away.
Ginny.
Okay.
You're coming with us. We freed you from this vagabond, this fat loser. Come with us.
How loud are you saying that?
I just whispered it to him.
To him?
No, to her.
She looks up.
Are you sure?
Positive. Thank you.
She looks over at the barkeep. Her eyes brighten.
I'll be a good servant. I'll do anything you wish. Anything.
Don't worry about that right now. Just think, Irda, she got you free. We're gonna leave this place.
And
I don't ever want to come back to the crappy nethers ever again.
And as Irda turns from the bar, she looks back to the men and says, "Thank you, sir, for your kindness, and may Sarenrae's blessings be upon you." And she'll just kind of turn, and with a little
wish
wink,
Sarenrae
she'll
would
walk
give me back
and
my
join
teeth.
Cade and Ginny, and then
As you do this,
You're so powerful.
yeah, you you see he just like his fat jaw just hits the tabletop, the bar top, as he watches you walk away, and there's a bit of misting in his eye.
Irda, can you burn this place to the ground now?
that would be kind of against everything I stand for, so no.
Can I firebomb it? I got lantern throw.
We're not burning it down.
I said I cast Fireball. I didn't ask how big the room was.
I think cleansing flame might be more costly.
All right, we have hit 52 viewers, which means we're to have a second giveaway today. So in addition to the regular mug, we're giving away the Liar's Dice. And what we'll do is we'll take the time and we're going to have every member of our Sunday crew autograph on the bottom of this mug. So you'll get Alcott, Markov, Irda, and Cade's signature along with the DM on the bottom of this mug. And that'll go out today. Yes, the Liar's mug. And let me go ahead and kick that off quickly.
Did we complete the other
We're
mug
gonna, yeah,
roll?
sorry, we're
Okay.
gonna do that roll. So the first mug. Thank you for joining us, Saviera. You are now part of the Mad Chatters, the most exclusive group in all of D&D Twitch chat.
Kayla would like to know if it comes with or without the coffee.
Kayla, that is not fair. Not very nice at all. Oh, I like that, Pat, the liar smug.
She's
Very well done.
consistently only in the chat to talk about that moment.
Patrick, congratulations. You win the regular mug, not the one I dumped coffee out of, the one that I was trying to play Liar's Dice. So congratulations, you have a blue box mug. Patrick, I can't remember what you won before, but you already have that. We'll give you any other piece of blue box swag that you would like, including the mouse pads, the hoodies, all that good stuff. And now we're going to kick off our second giveaway. And
English is such a messed up language. Why is lie L-I-E, but liar L-I-A-R?
yes, it's not that
'Cause
confusing.
English.
Every language has that kind of stuff.
You can spell the word fish G-H-O-T-I.
What?
G-H-O-T-I and pronounce it fish. G-H comes from the word rough, O from the word women, where the O is pronounced like an I, and T-I from the word nation, where the T-I is pronounced like an S-H.
I have no idea what you just
And
said.
it
I
is
was busy typing.
pronounced as the word fish.
All right, so for the second mug, which will be our grand prize giveaway today at the end of the stream, which is not that far off. It is this guy right here. It's liar! Exclamation point L-I-A-R, and that will be our big giveaway of the night. So let's fast forward. Is there anything else you guys need to do here in the tavern, in the inn?
I want to leave the crappy nethers.
All right, so you leave the crappy nethers, and you rest for the evening. You find an inn of passing quality for the night. Everyone rests. Anything you wanted to gather, basic supplies, you had time to do. You get for a standard inn rest 2 hit points of recovery. And
we were gonna stay at the town.
The townhouse.
oh, you went to the townhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, great.
And Jenny can be a
I
servant
literally
there.
wanted to hire her
No, that's
to
actually a good
clean
job.
the house.
Okay, yeah, so we can roleplay that.
The
All right,
double lie.
so
It's
you
just a truth.
exactly. So this is a 2-story townhouse that you find yourself in.
I thought it was 3.
No, it was.
There was the bottom
No,
and
you're
the
right. It
middle
was
and the
3.
top.
Yes, you're right. It was 3.
I want to look at the locket I got. Do I sense that this is real gold? And does it open?
Cade bites it.
It is in fact real gold.
Oh!
So, question about Mr. Gnome. Are we going to assume that he shows us before we go to the townhouse, or am I to assume that
Your
I will have
choice.
to meet him?
Your
Okay.
choice.
I'll ask the group then that says the concerned citizen knows the location of where the gray man, the flesh golem, is bringing stones from the bottom of the ire span to who we believe the flesh golem's master is.
Why doesn't he show us, and then we'll head to the townhome?
That sounds great.
That seems like a good way.
Lead the way. And I'm just going
Keep our
to
distance.
kind of put a thumb back to the crossbow and give him an eye while I walk behind him.
I love the way you guys yank me around so I can be prepared for my side of it. That's awesome. All right, so you ask him this, and you see he kind of quivers as you walk outside the tavern, so-called, and move past the crabby nethers. You go through the streets of the shadow. He leads you past the gibbet that you saw earlier, the blood stains of the man that Cade had punched lay still on the ground.
Left
It is
him
now.
speechless.
It is now. You did for sure do that. It is now night, and as you walk through the streets of the shadow in early evening,
And the moment we came out of the tavern, Irda would have put her hood back up on her cloak.
okay. As you see Irda pull her hood back on her cloak, what's everyone else doing?
Yeah, I'll put some sort of my fur cloak that I bought to go up north. I'll put that on as well.
Markov will just have his crossbow ready, not pointing
Constantly forward.
Yeah, constantly forward, but just walking and looking around ready, because if he's leading us to where the flesh golem goes, then we may run into it before the end of the night, just in case.
All right, so you have your crossbow out. The gnome scurries ahead of you, his head pivoting to and fro. He leads you through several alleyways. You do hear the distant sounds of dogs barking, and you hear the foot traffic here still moving, but now the nightlife. There are several insects that reside all through the walls, the crevices, the lofts. The shadow is filled with the sound of insects that come to life. The gnome leads you around a corner, and then another, and then another. Soon it almost becomes confusing to keep track of this labyrinth, but you're able to track it. And he stops in front of a stone stairwell, nondescript otherwise, heading straight down beneath the center of the ire span.
Question. We're doing this with Jenny with us.
Yeah, she's following behind.
Is it okay? Oh, okay.
We're just.
And I'm gonna say to Alcott, you're such a good artist, make a map, that way we can get back here.
That's a very good idea.
Is this the location that we were originally told it would be, or is this a second entrance?
Unfortunately, I have no way of telling you that. The only way I know to find the entrance is at high noon, light will shine upon it.
Well, then perhaps we can
Double check tomorrow.
set that tomorrow, and we might have a secondary way in. I'm gonna kneel down in front of the gnome, arm on his shoulder,
He kinda
grasping it.
He kind of like pulls back from you.
Yeah, just a little tight. Just gonna say, now make your way to the temple, and your soul may be safe yet, just like your hide. And then I'm gonna push him with my palm to give him distance and say, go on,
He turns and he sprints out with another word, and you hear his footsteps patter down the alleyway.
Irda, who had noticed he had wet himself, kind of subtly prestidigitation, so
Oh,
he's clean.
isn't that sweet? Remember that when you vote for Stream MVP.
She cleans up pee.
Iomade has a way of showing me all the willing subjects of her. Perhaps we should make it back to the estate. That way we can get Ginny somewhere safe.
Allow me to do one thing before we leave. I would like to attempt something. And Alcott will pull out a small twig. Man, wizards are so fun. And he just places it in his hand, and he will say, Repario tutela, and splay 3 fingers out as he is holding the twig in the base of his hand. He lifts it up and grabs it. And he is casting Locate Object on the glowing shield that was described to me by...
And what's the range on that?
It is, what is 40 times 11? That would be 440
40
feet,
feet.
plus 400, so 840,
840 feet? You all watch this, and you see these 3 sticks splayed out on his fingers. They point down at an angle, not directly down the stairwell, but down the stairwell and slightly to what you would know to be west.
Okay. I believe...
And you feel certainty what you seek is there.
Does it give me distance? You sense the direction of a well-known clearly visualized object. So just direction. So I can tell that it is obviously down in there.
It's down and slightly to the west of the stairwell.
Okay. It appears that the object is down in there, and to the west. The shield we search for.
I knew very, very much that the gnome would be honest with me.
We should depart before we
Yes,
linger
before we
too
are
long.
seen.
Let's
Okay,
go.
do you feel Ginny, she's trembling and she pushes next to you.
I need to put my arm around you.
She just kind of draws close. You feel she still trembles.
A love
You're
story
safe
for the
with us.
ages.
Let us go.
All right.
Yeah.
Ginny.
All right, so you head to the townhouse?
Yes.
All right,
And
so
as we walk, Irda's actually going to talk to Ginny and just say, would you perhaps be interested in a job? Well paying.
she looks around.
Well, oh, you can't mean what I think you mean, because you're pretty and shiny lady. Well, how could I earn coin?
We would like, well, at least I would like to perhaps hire you as a keeper of our house. And I can pay you a gold a week for the job.
You see her eyes go wide.
A gold a week to keep a house? That's all I have to do. There's nothing else.
No, not at all.
I would gladly do this. Yes, please.
Well, then we are heading back to the house now, and we do have rooms. We could make a place for you to stay there for the time being, perhaps until you are able to find something else that you would. But we would just need you to keep the house as best as possible while we are away.
Yeah, she nods eagerly, very willing to do this. Still clutching Cade's arm, but you sense she is smitten with you, almost like a sense of a mentor or a figure that she could emulate, and her eyes are trained on you as you speak.
All right, well, let's get back. It's getting late.
All right. In moments, you find yourself inside the townhouse of the Foxgloves, once occupied by one Aldern Foxglove, and you've never been here before, nor have you, but the two of you are
I
familiar.
have
He
been
has
here
been
before.
once.
Oh, that's right.
That's
Yes,
right.
This is
Put
right,
myself
lives
up.
out.
that's right. I forgot about
I
that.
walk in and I shudder as I enter the door.
I forgot about that. The ethereal wire.
You know, John, I may challenge you. I may never have been inside, but I may have seen it from the outside.
Roll d20, please.
for
And
sure.
let's do knowledge local.
For sure. 9 plus.
How
let me
much
find it.
has he been looking into the party?
Yeah, I know. Exactly.
You know, that was kind of the question to ask him that he can know. Let me find it. 19.
Total of 19?
Yep.
You know the name of Foxglove quite well. Of course, you know their involvement with Sandpoint. You knew they had a townhouse here in town. You also heard that they had a mansion somewhere closer to Sandpoint, but you've never been to the townhouse.
Seems totally fair. Yep.
All right, so you step inside. It's dusty and much unchanged. You walk through the hallway. You see the kitchen beyond where you fought those shape-changing beings. You know there are 2 floors upstairs, one of which is a larder or storeroom, and the top floor where there was the bedroom with the fireplace where Cade found. So that's
And we're all goblins.
that's right. Yes,
Tried my
There's
best.
still scorch marks on the floorboards.
there are. So what do you do?
My altar of siren is still here. That I made.
Oh, Alter. I cannot say her name, but I would like Matisse to run back.
Are there like beds in this place, or?
Yeah, all the beds are upstairs on the 3rd floor. But there were only 2 beds.
Right in that main room.
Okay.
It was not like a bed and breakfast. It was a townhome for.
Yeah.
Are we gonna need to furnish this place?
Yes. Long-term goals. We haven't been here long enough to really go.
Ginny can help us with this.
With anything, Cade. What can I do to start? Should I make a meal? Is it too late? I can clean.
A meal would be lovely.
We don't have anything.
we don't
in
have
the
any
larders
food.
right now. It's
So
everything
we'll-
was rotten.
How about rest for everyone?
Rest is good.
Rest.
I will give you some coin in the morning. We can stock the pantry and then we can look to the rest later. But for now, we should probably get some sleep.
Yes. She can run errands while we run errands tomorrow.
Okay. All right.
We'll pull out his bedroll.
Up on which floor?
On the top floor.
Okay. Everyone else?
Before Irla goes up to rest, she's actually going to go to the altar and kneel in prayer and go through the ritual that she does at the, because she does have her little altar that she made in there.
Erda,
Yes.
tell her that I've done some good deeds and I would like my rum taste back.
I'll talk to her.
Thank you.
But remember, good deeds are not good if you're doing them for
I
a
didn't do it
price.
for that, but I just thought of it and I thought
Cade,
it could come to my.
Cade, what do you mean your rum taste? Was the rum? I know it's a bit strong in the crabby nethers, but it still has taste. Is there something wrong?
With that rum? No, it's not the rum I like, but Alcott, my friend, makes the best rum. But I lost my taste for it.
She seems very confused.
Don't worry, it's a confusing situation.
For all of us.
Let's just say I ticked off a god.
Her eyes go wide.
You speak things too high for me. I'm a simple girl.
Wow, I've never heard that before.
He is quite the talented storyteller.
How could you anger a god? No, I'll start to cleaning then.
And you see she moves off to the back and she starts scraping all the leavings off the floor and pulling things out of the larder that are rotten and throwing them into a pile.
We had cleaned out the larder the last time we had been there.
What's that?
We had cleaned out the larder the last
All
time.
of it? You have?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't remember. Okay.
Ira had worked on that while they were examining the books.
Oh, okay, fair enough. All right. Then
Because she took out all the dried meats and stuff
Gotcha.
for rations and then took out everything else that was gross.
Alcott will grab some random book from downstairs. Does not matter the subject. We don't even have to roleplay it. Just know that he's reading that to help him go to bed. tonight.
Okay, all right. Markov?
I'm gonna find some desk and light a candle next to it and scribe for a while in my notebook. To who knows what end other than Markov. A little, well a ways after other people have gone to bed.
All right, Cade, anything before you rest?
Nah. Oh yes, I look at the locket.
All right, yeah, so you look at the locket, you bid it. It's real gold on the surface. It flakes away off the surface as you bite it. It's been plated. You guess this is at best worth a gold piece. It's not even a full piece of gold.
Rats. Well, who would have thought she was lying?
All right.
Does it open? It's a locket.
Yeah.
Will I open it?
Okay. As you pop it open, you see inside there is nothing.
Well, that
This guy.
was lackluster. There should have been. Why don't I get anything? Roll that die again.
I mean, you did play with it.
It's not a die, it's an item that was a no. So no, there's nothing to roll. But yeah, so she had nothing. It was a
We
locket.
should have burnt that place, Irda.
They're just trying to focus on prayer. You said you wanted me to put in a good word.
You're
for
right.
you.
You're right. Keep it. We won't burn it. We won't burn it. I got this wonderful golden, not golden locket.
It's partially golden. All right, so the night passes. You all rest, and all abilities are restored. The 2 hit points are received. The morning light peeks through the windows of the Foxglove townhouse, and there's a yawning as you wake up. You see that Ginny sits in the corner. She is passed out, her head in the corner, no bedroll for her.
I would have
and,
offered her
Yeah,
money.
we would have given her
No
the
one
bed.
said that you did, so it's okay. She clearly worked through the night. Everything has been dusted, everything has been cleaned, everything has been put away. The windows are a bit smeared. She clearly is not a well trained student of the arts of cleaning, but she's done her best, and she now slumps in the corner asleep.
I mean, Markov instinctually will just go grab some kind of linen and just lay it over and then get to the matters of his day.
And just a note, when Irda was in prayer in the night previous, she did keep her word and put in a good word for Cade with Sarah and Ray. But not only that, but she prayed for the sake of the people in the shadow and the state that they're in, and just hoping that she can find a way to help as many of them as she possibly can.
And as often happened, you pray, you feel the sense of connection, but no clear answer, no certainty of response. But you know she's there.
She's always listening.
Alcott's preparing his spells for the day.
Okay.
Irda is up and she's just getting everything together.
All right, so you're all prepared. You have your morning rituals done. Ginny continues to sleep. She was clearly up almost all night cleaning.
I think she was a good find. This
Townhouse.
place looks nice.
Irda's gonna look to Alcott and say, how long do you think we will be away? I want to make sure to pay her enough while we are gone. Cover.
Assuming we are not going to be in a teleport trap again, we can be back tonight.
Alright.
But I would say 2 days at most,
Alright.
just in case.
Well, then Irda is going to go ahead and she's going to take out a small pouch of coin, and she's going to count out 12 gold pieces so that she can pay Ginny ahead a little bit for, because we will probably leave Magnamar sooner rather than later. She'll count out 12 gold pieces to go ahead and prepay her for the first few weeks while they are gone, and she'll also add in some silver pieces to stock the larder for however long we will be here.
Okay.
Do we have a guard for our townhome?
No.
Need to hire more people.
Yeah, Ginny is now the de facto guard. Yes.
What I would like to do in the morning, after having fallen asleep a little late, is take like a what would you call it? A prayer that was written on a longer little piece of cloth-like paper. And then with wax, I'm going to purity seal it to my crossbow for the day with a symbol, like a stamp of Iomade on it, to prepare for the coming day of tribulation and spend my morning in prayer.
Nicely done.
Thank you.
Everyone else?
All right. So once Irda has all the coin together, if Ginny's still asleep, she'll write a note and say, "This is your pay ahead of time for the first few weeks of your employ with us. There is more gold to come after, and the silver included is for stocking of the larders. Just take care of the cleaning for the day. We will be back later this evening, hopefully."
All right. Nicely done.
And just so everyone is aware, I have woken up realizing that we have been just really wasting our time. I have 7 days.
Do you?
So, yes, let's
We
move.
need to get the move
Let's
on.
move.
Please.
Markov, are you ready?
I stand up from the prayer, pick up the crossbow, and say, "Of course, I am."
Oh.
And you see the
huzzah.
crossbow has this waxed paper strapped across the top of it.
Well, I'm thinking it's almost hanging off of it.
Okay, dangling off the bottom of it.
Good. We're going to need all of the goodness we can get.
I'm thinking on the paper, the prayer that says, "And lo, I spread my wings, and Iomade did carry me aloft."
He's casting fly on his crossbow.
I take a sip of the heavenly rum to see if what's her name as her choice.
Oh my God.
I'm not allowed to say her name. She said never to utter her name.
That's how Kate interprets
Oh, I know it.
all right.
I just
All
will
right.
not
Yeah,
say.
okay, well done, well done.
Okay.
All right, so you,
That's dedication to the role.
yeah, exactly, that is. With a trembling hand, Cade, you pull the flask to your lips. The aromatic smell, it's wonderful. With anticipation,
I've been a good boy.
Getting there. Getting there.
Curses!
It's absolutely wretched. The taste is of spoiled and
What can I do?
Keep up the good work.
You did one good act.
It takes more than one.
hey,
like
sweet
a punch
ex-Noctura,
card.
thank you so much for
5
joining
good
the Mad
acts.
Chatters.
It actually takes 10 in the temple.
free sip of rum.
right?
Yeah.
Cade might have to start PAA. What's PAA? So what anonymous?
Peps.
Pirates Anonymous?
Parrots.
Part-
Oh. All right. So party. Are you doing anything else? And by the way, I don't want you to feel compelled because you see I have a map here on the table. You can do whatever you want. You can go anywhere in
Right.
Magnemar,
No, we should
any
go
place.
somewhere else.
Yeah, like I've got Tailspire ready, or we can just go Theater of Mind. You guys do what you want to do. I never want this or this to feel constraining to you. So you do what you want.
Well, are we
We had
supposed to get
plans.
the?
We have
No,
our
yes, of course.
objectives.
So I think Alcott will just exit the building and start to. He will just be waiting outside.
Search
you
for
guys.
the shield.
And he will say, "We have until high noon to determine the exact location of the entrance."
What are we
were
waiting
told of.
for?
However, we know of a secondary one, possibly the primary. Why don't we head there and maybe do some scouting around the area at day?
With the note and the money, by the way, Irda left.
It was
all-
12 gold, right?
Yeah, 12 gold and 100 silver pieces.
Okay.
And she also leaves the key to the manor because she cast knock to get us in here in
Yeah.
the first place, so she knows
Alcott
she
can do
can.
that too.
She knows she can just unlock the door with her ability to cast knock. So she wants Ginny to have the key as she goes back and forth, so she
Okay.
has access to the house.
Very nice. All right.
And then Alcott will guide people to the place where we were last night.
All right, so you
right.
follow your map through the streets of Magnemar, back into the shadow of the Irespan. As you head there, you're occasionally stopped by some merchants, with their wares and goods. You're looked at, all of you, but really the things which catch the eye are Markov's intimidating countenance and his darkened hat pulled down over his brow, and as always, the beauty of Irda. As she walks through the streets, she gathers to her many. Cade, are you casting coin behind you again, or are you moving more cautiously through the city this time?
Cade and caution.
Throw caution to the wind. Well, I'm feeling particularly happy today. So, I'll just be singing and dancing. No song today, but just as we go.
Okay.
I'm really keeping a low profile.
All right, so Cade
is a
sings a
local
few of the
Cade.
familiar ribald shanties that he is well known for. Capers about. As you get to the shadow, it seems less and less appropriate for that joviality. So Cade kind of slows down a bit and grows more somber. And in a few moments, you find yourself close to noon, not quite high noon, and you are right back to where you were led by the gnome. And you see, as you look up, it makes no sense that there would be any light here. You're right directly beneath the iron span, but you see that familiar stairwell.
But we don't see any beam of light. Okay. Do I even see like a stream of light that might make its way here in an hour or so? Not even that.
So,
Wait.
no?
Interesting.
Do we
Seems
wait
like-
for the hour being right?
We could. Or we could simply go in. I know where the shield is, and I can get us to it.
One does not simply walk into a trapped dungeon.
Oh, no, of course. We've done it before.
He sounds smart.
There are precautions I have taken and more we can take on the way. I'm simply meaning we can enter here, now, or wait. What is our decision? I say we go in.
Is there another door that light strikes the door?
That is the question, but if that is the main one, perhaps that is a harder path through.
I believe patience will serve us best here.
We have 7 days. Patience is running out.
Yes, however, the 7 days don't matter if he's dead underneath the city.
As you're speaking, a sliver of light comes down from the iron span above. You look up, and now you can see a crack so narrow that it would let no light in except on its own edge until the sun was directly overhead. As it has now come directly overhead, it almost looks like a slender lightning bolt, jagged crack in the iron span, letting light above, hitting directly on the stairwell.
Oh, there's our answer.
Iowade has seen fit to show us their way.
I would argue that Serenray did that, but
This would actually be a really good spot for an altar.
sun goddess.
Is there
and everything.
anything good I can do that can gain favor of a goddess around here? What can I do?
Probably kill the aberrant golems.
Well, let's do it.
Let me lead, if you will allow it. I'm gonna cast Find Traps.
Okay.
I'm gonna guide me into this tunnel, hopefully safer than others.
All right. And what is your marching order?
I will be behind Markov. Detect magic up.
Is the light there?
Yeah.
I step into the light. I let it bathe me.
Walked here entirely in light. Made your way into a little bit of shadow, and then you're like,
Close your eyes.
Okay.
Make sure your eyes are closed.
bathe in the light.
Nothing happens.
Struck down.
Irda will take up the rear to make sure that Cade and Alcott are between.
Yes. Sandwich the squishies.
Yes.
How much max HP do you have?
Me? Well, I think that's for me to know. If you find out.
All right, well,
That's
six-
meta
it's all right.
knowledge. Meta knowledge.
Never
That is-
mind.
You don't know how many
We
hit
do
points
not
you got.
ask that question
Yes.
here on Blue Box.
I can
If you
tell
want to
you.
give me a number from 1 to 100 on how healthy you feel,
Wouldn't
All
you
right.
like to know whether?
How
So-
about no?
You can tell that I am armored decently
Yeah.
well. I do have a breastplate on as a bulwark.
Do you head down the stairs, or what are you doing?
I mean, detecting magic and traps as we go, but I imagine yes.
I love the caution of this group. Well done. Markov, do I have your mini, or do you have your mini?
I brought him.
Yeah, I thought so. There we go. All right. And as the sounds of the city recede in the distance, you move down these stone stairs. They then switch back and switch back. As you go deeper down, they move from ragged cobblestones, similar to what you saw above, into smooth, perfectly formed stones, almost as though these steps flowed from water and then calcified into stone. You recognize this as the same stone of the Ire Span.
Okay.
As you move down lower and lower, the dim light recedes from above, and you can no longer hear the sounds of the city of Magnamar. It is dark as you move down this stairwell.
I will alight the top of my quarterstaff as I walk.
Okay, and so your light flares out ahead, giving you good visibility down the stairwell.
And Irda will actually cast dancing lights as well behind her to kind of keep the path behind them illuminated as well. Just in case.
Okay,
Don't want anybody sneaking up on us in the darkness.
all right. You have done this.
Remember, Alcott, the flesh golem is resistant to your magics.
Yes, I have prepared certain spells that should hopefully overcome this.
Good.
But flesh is not resistant to the edge of my axe.
No, he is not.
Or my blade. And I say, barely able to pull it out of the sheath. I'm like, my arm is like shaking as I pull it up and put it back down.
Wonderful. I think flesh golems are also, if I remember correctly from what I recalled last time, they are hurt by electricity, or they're immune to it in some way.
Oh, I wrote that down.
And you got an advantage from Carter.
And you knew enough to know.
They have some
Did you roll
interaction
this?
They
with
have
electricity.
fire/lightning resistance.
Okay.
They
okay.
are
Well,
immunity. I
Yeah,
imagine.
do you remember what your roll was on that?
It was like 24.
Okay.
They also
Markov.
cannot be-
Oh, thank you so much for the magnanimous. You got another
He
advantage,
gave you an
Markov.
advantage.
That's nice.
Normally it's all the disadvantages.
You remember there were variants.
Yes,
So
that's
flesh
true.
golems, they
Yeah, you got an advantage.
can be
for
killed by
Cartman.
swords.
They can,
so
yes.
kind.
They're just really well armored.
What's a good way to kill them?
All right, you're talking. Your
Markov.
voice is echoing down the stairwell as you move down.
What's a good way to kill them?
With steel. No,
Is my sword made of steel?
Yes.
In fact, it's magically enchanted, so
Yes.
it should do a better job.
Now, shh.
Good sword.
And I'm gonna look around, keeping an eye on things.
Okay.
Tripwires, the like, and
And runes or auras.
you know,
You know, physical things,
And-
metaphysical things.
yeah.
Also, they have dark vision, and you cannot change their form.
Hardman gave something to Alcon.
Yeah, it was
Yes,
an
it was
advantage.
an advantage. I got it.
okay.
And I am just so thankful.
You reach another switchback, and ahead, at the base of the stairs, the dancing lights and the flare on Alcott's staff reveal what looks like some sort of a stone chamber at the base of the stairs. The light makes out curved walls on either side, and you can see a door ahead and a figure limbed in light. Looks like it towers above the door. There is utter silence here except the breathing of your party. You hear nothing.
Can I make out anything of this figure?
Beyond its size, you see it is humanoid, clearly. It's large, it's taller than the door, but it's almost as though the dancing lights and the staff seem to mute as they get close to the figure. And it's just, again, limbed in light and covered in shadow.
Is detect magic far enough range to be able to catch this guy?
Oh yeah, Absolutely.
Am
Yeah,
I
you
getting
can-
any sort of
Oh
aura
yeah,
off of them?
you sense magic on the figure. You sense magic on the door, and though not in range, there's a dim sense of powerful magics beyond the door.
See. Won't let us pass willingly
No.
if we're going to be honest with ourselves. Yeah.
Tis our first opponent.
Yes, the gatekeeper, it seems.
I can throw daggers.
Good.
Irda, are you able to determine the... what's the best way to say this?
Alignment.
Yes. Oh, are you able to determine the source of evil of this thing?
Irda's going to clasp her hands together and think, pressing her mind to Sarenrae, and at will, because she can do this, she can detect evil, and she's just going to reach out as far as the spell can reach to sense any evil.
And you're detecting evil. And the range on that is?
Because
Need
it's one of
permission
my
to slay
feet.
this one?
Detect evil. At will, a paladin can
It's
detect
evil.
evil as a
Good,
spell. A
we can
paladin
kill it.
can, as a move action,
No,
concentrate on a single
absolutely.
item or individual within 60 feet. So
Kill
yeah,
evil
she'll
instantly.
focus on the.
You detect no evil.
This is not evil, whatever it is.
Golems are not inherently aligned.
It seems like my prayers this morning were not well suited to this.
I could have told you that.
Yes.
But he thinks he knows best.
Well, I believe I do know I know best. Okay. Listen, instead of arguing at the door, it's best we remove this thing.
Indeed.
If it is a servant of
agree with you
Satan,
there.
yes.
How far from the door is it?
No, it's standing right by the door. So
Right up
it's
against it.
it's not in front of it, but it's immediately to the right of the door.
If you can
This is
draw it
very
out, I
fact,
can deal with it.
Here, I'll show you what you
Yes,
can see.
draw it out, Mark.
Yeah.
And let me pivot this. Well, if I pivot, it's
We
gonna
aren't
be
particularly being stealthy. He
lift up
probably
the-
knows that we're there.
Yeah, but I've got this one too, which is limited chord. So can
Just
pull
because-
that. Yeah, here, let's get that around more that way.
So,
This
That's
way,
fine.
that way. That's all
If I
right.
need to see more, I can just stand up.
He probably knows that we're there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking.
Go ahead and put your in the marching order that you are,
Yeah.
and put yourself at the top of this and kind of on the first couple stairs.
Well, who's going
I'm
first?
Markov's
Well,
in front.
Markov's
I'm right
first,
behind him.
and then-
Oh, well, we can be next to each other too. So put
Yeah.
Irda probably next to Markov, because
Yeah.
you just detected.
I think it's best if Ida and I flank the creature, while you all stay back. Well, Kate,
That
you're
might
good
be
with your
some
sword.
base, yeah.
Aye.
No reason for you to stay back, especially someone so heroic as yourself.
My, you speak
One punch
flowing
man.
words, Markov. But I'll let you drop them out.
That way you can deal the killing strike, of course, right? Well understood. Irda, what say you?
I will fight. We have to retrieve this item for Kate's
We can plan
payment.
as much as we like.
There's a door and there's someone guarding it.
Let's move.
Yes.
Yep.
All right.
Perhaps we should. I don't know.
And
This is
before
not.
getting down to this point, I'll cast Mage Armor on himself,
Okay,
just so you know.
this is
Because
this
need that.
this creature is not inherently evil. Perhaps we can draw the maker of all these creatures out to see if perhaps he'd be willing to make a trade for the shield. Perhaps.
I mean, we could try talking to it. That worked so well last time.
Yeah, it's a golem. It serves a singular purpose. I'll give you 3 guesses what this one's.
Well, Ida makes a good point. Do we come in and let him know that we mean business and thus bring his ire immediately, or do we attempt to make a parlay?
I don't see. Zayden doesn't seem like the person that wishes to be disturbed. if his master is anyone to go
It
off
was
of,
simply a question.
I understand that, but think again. He's in a secret dungeon.
Then allow us to move.
Yes, thank you. Let's go, Irda. I guess I'll draw my rapier because what good's a crossbow gonna do me when I am up front? So.
Rapier against the goal.
All right, so
Do
you
it,
pull your
baby.
rapier.
Yeah.
And what
and
else?
We'll just have to go down.
Axe at the ready.
Yeah.
I did tell you guys
Attempt to
if you
flank
can,
the
Shield.
creature.
if you can pull him back from the door, I should be able to bubble him,
Well,
and
that's a
then we
good
can
point.
move past.
Why do I need to stab him as an opening volley? That's a good point. I'd bring the crossbow back out. We mean business. At least for the first shot. Irda, you let me know when you're ready, and I will unleash the volley here.
Oh! Hold on.
This.
I'm gonna use Barroom Brawler.
Wait, you only get one per day, and it only lasts a minute. Is this the time?
Guys.
I'll allow that. That's
I can use blinding light. I can use the light we have to bounce off my shield, to blind and direct in his eyes to catch him off guard while you go in on him.
It's a good plan. Maybe saved for a later fight.
But I get one a day.
You hear a almost guttural voice that sounds like it emanates from the grave. And both Alcott, but particularly you, Markov, are shocked by this because it emanates from what you know to be this golem. Should have no power of speech. And it speaks. I hear you. Be gone from this place.
Remarkable.
Should I use my mirror?
No.
That's a good Kate impression you
Put
just
it
did.
away.
I'm pretty sure that was a consensus right there.
I look at Irda, like,
We cannot be gone. We have something here that was stolen. It needs to be returned to its rightful owner.
do you want to walk with me?
Yeah,
I don't
she's
wanna be
moving
alone.
as she says this.
I can
Yeah.
blind them.
As you step closer, you do see this figure described exactly as the gnome gave it to you. Looks as if it's stitched together with different parts. Greenish yellow skin, pallid cadaverous flesh, in some places wire, in some places thread, in some places would look like metal staples pinning the flesh together. Torn breeches cover just the loins of the creature. Yes.
Oh, I just want to say, as I'm walking forward, I'm going to call upon Iomede's aid for True Strike. Just as I'm walking forward. Yeah. With a bolt of undead slaying inside the front chamber. Just one on the top.
Irda will bring the flute to her lips and start playing her raging song.
Turn back.
We will not.
The master does not want you.
I do not often have fun during my job, but putting you down will be. I'm gonna pop one right in the head.
And for
This does
everyone,
put a smile on
with
it.
Yeah.
raging song, by the way. Plus
All right, so we're gonna go old school here. I'm gonna let you roll for surprise, and so typically the DM would roll this, but I'm gonna let you roll. The creature was not expecting an immediate attack, so roll a d6.
Good.
A
I
one to
surprised the DM as well.
a 1 to 2 means you get your strike off as an extra
plus
round.
4
great.
strength, plus 4
On that
con, plus
d6.
4
If
will.
it's a 3 to 6, then what you're doing, he will see you lift the crossbow, and we will start initiative.
All right. I got a 2.
A 2. You have a surprise round
Apparently
on him. Well done.
This guy's actually gonna shoot me?
Love it.
If anyone else wants to take the raging song, it's plus 4 strength, plus 4 con, plus 4 will save, minus 1 to AC.
Okay.
I took it. Because I have no health.
So say that one more time.
Plus 4 strength,
+4 con, +4 to your will save, and -1 to your AC.
Thank you for all the advantages. They will be useful here.
Yes.
Nah, I don't need that. Thank you though. No raging necessary.
Stay calm.
All right, go ahead. Shoot.
All right. The true strike affects it.
Uh-huh.
So
So it's an automatic hit.
awesome. We'll roll to see if it's a crit. It's not. So.
Well, you only need to succeed over its AC.
Yeah.
Oh.
You just have
To
to be
make it
able to
a crit.
hit it
You don't
to
have to
confirm
crit
the
twice.
critical.
Okay, great.
Yeah, that's
in
correct.
that case, wonderful. I got a 25. 27.
27. That is a crit.
Wonderful.
Now,
percentile
what I'm gonna ask you to do though is, in fairness, I'm gonna have you roll the base damage because there is a resistance and you know this. These creatures have extremely thick hide, and there is a strong resistance to any martial weapon that strikes them, whether it's piercing, bludgeoning, whatever it might be. If that roll is lower than the resistance, then there will be no crit.
Okay.
All right.
Totally
so go ahead
fine.
and roll.
So the base damage roll. Oh goodness. 8.
You have a crit. Roll your percentile dice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do it.
They call me.
Whoops, sorry.
The monster hunter for a reason.
Have you heard I'm a monster hunter?
Yeah, this thing is just so disgusting in its makeup that I
But have you fought a crit?
I don't. You might. What's the best way to? I have seething hatred for undead. I don't know if I get the bonuses. It looks undead, but
It's not
It's
undead.
not
Okay,
undead.
all right.
It's
a
an
construct.
animated construct.
So yeah, roleplay wise, I am interpreting this thing
Sure,
as undead,
that's fair.
but not in any rules sense. All right.
Definitely roll that again.
Yeah, it's a 77.
77.
Nicely
All
done,
right.
sir.
Very nicely done. All right. And roll your damage, please. So you said it was an 8, and there's nothing. That was a total?
Modify.
8 on the die.
It's a ranged weapon.
Yeah,
so-
8 on the die, and then I get a few extra dice rolls because of
Do you have any
Banes
additives
and,
to your?
yeah. I've got Inquisitor stuff that I gotta.
But the Arrow of Undead Slaying doesn't do anything extra.
No, well, it's a
No.
+1. That's all.
Yeah,
I didn't
that's
even do
right.
anything to him because
okay.
he's.
Well, it's +1
Because it's
against
magical.
everyone. Yeah. Goodness, I should find this. So
quite the
it's a +4
handsome
period
flesh golem.
because of my super awesome.
I must say.
What's it called?
Yeah, right?
He's well constructed. This is a master golem maker.
He only
And
makes
since it's a
handsome
crit, I
golems.
rolled damage. Well, no, that's depends on what type of crit it is.
No, it'll just multiply the base roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what
He-
else
he
happens,
uses a
but
different
it's
multiplier
it's
system
times
than-
3 on this roll.
Very
So
cool.
so
All
it'd be
right, and then
24.
Bane is on this. All right. 7 more, so it's 8 + 7 + 4, 19.
No, so it's going to be 24 plus 7 plus 4, so it's 35.
Great. Yep. There you go.
All right.
Yeah, it was magical to watch. All that
As your crossbow bolt, it slams into the shoulder. You see the creature judders back. You know, were this a living creature, you would have shattered everything in that shoulder. It would be down in searing pain. You even sense with the power of your blow, it still didn't hit it as hard as it should have, but it definitely damaged it. And with this, the creature comes to life. It lunges forward, and now it is initiative.
Great.
All right.
Wonderful.
And we have a +2 that we can use at any point. Just as
Oh
a
yeah. Who wants to
reminder.
roll?
Well, why don't you roll again?
Awesome.
Since
Cool.
you rolled it last.
Oh
No.
yeah.
It's a
D6.
D6.
Oh yeah, that's right. This is.
The DM has a 5.
Oh,
We have a 6!
Ah, okay.
without bonuses.
All right, so you have it. We're going to go to Irda first. Irda, you are right there with the creature. Oops, sorry,
Okay.
wrong battle cam. That one's the one we want.
You're good. So she's just going to charge forward and attack it with her axe of Undead Slaying.
Rolled it.
All right.
Short and sweet.
Oh, that's a natural 20.
Hey!
Of course it is. It's Irda.
So we're rolling to confirm. Oh, I should do this at advantage. That's what I'm gonna do. Oh, that's advantage. This one was mine.
Oh, Manda called you a liar.
Oh, no!
That's so mean, Manda.
Thomas saw it.
I did.
Oh, Roger said it too. Oh, you're all so mean.
29 to hit to confirm.
That is a confirmed crit.
Yes.
Now, is it actually a crit? You then have to roll base
No,
damage to see.
no, not because I only did that for a missile weapon on a surprise round.
Okay.
With a magical axe, you do not have
yes,
to do
it is a
that.
magical axe.
Yes.
She's gonna
That's
absolutely
my
overcome
undead
that. So
thing.
And if only these were undead, huh?
40. 40%.
Oh, I thought you were saying damage. I was
No,
like,
40%.
what?
all right,
in the world?
so that's going to be ×2 damage, and you
Okay,
have a level
rolling.
3 crit to the head, which I'll look up.
So you said ×2?
Uh huh.
So it's 4 × 2 is 8 plus 7 is the total damage.
So
it's
15.
points of
All
damage.
right, and hold on.
That's my first attack.
First of.
All right, go ahead and roll your second attack as I resolve this.
Okay.
All right, you strike. Your axe slashes into the temple. You cut a piece of pallid, cadaverous flesh off the skull. As it's, again, you see there's no blood as it slices away.
25 to hit for the second one.
That's a hit as well.
And the third attack,
You can do Vital Strike?
no. That's one's gonna miss. I'm sure it's just an 11. No, 13. Sorry, it's just 13.
Total of 13? No. All right.
Yeah, so-
so your damage on your second attack was
Second
a
attack. I haven't done that yet. 11 points of damage.
11 points. All right. So your first blow again, it slashes into the head of the creature. You peel a huge chunk of flesh off the temple. It slaps off against the wall. You come back again, you strike, you hit it in the abdomen squarely, sinks into that pallid flesh. No blood. You squelchingly yank your blade out, and we're going to go to Markov.
Wonderful. I'm going to have to switch my crossbow out for my rapier as I throw it on my back, pull it out, which counts as a move action in this, right?
Well, I'll let you do this. If you drop it instead of putting it on your back, I'll let you have both a move action and an attack action. If you want to actually stow it on your back, then it will take the move action away from you, and you'll have your
when I
attack action.
drop it, are we saying drop it at my feet, or can I toss it behind me?
Yeah, you could toss it behind. You could if you do that with it, you don't take a move action.
Yeah, okay, I'll just toss it behind me, right at my feet, because I'm worried it gets stepped on, and pull the sword out. And you said that didn't count as a move action,
Correct.
right?
Correct.
Am I allowed to move around the creature but stay within engagement? Or does that invoke an attack of opportunity?
Yeah, if you're going to try to flank him, you'll provoke an attack of opportunity, but you can do it.
I will.
Let's pull this around so you guys can see it a little easier.
Great. He gets his attack of opportunity.
All right. And your armor class, remind me, is?
21.
A huge fist. Oh my goodness, that's a total of 20. Boom! It slams into the wall. It chisels a bit of the rock off. It scratches pebbles on the ground. Thunders, makes everything shake, but it does not strike you.
Oh, name?
All right, roll to hit.
Yeah.
Whoa, Nelly!
We got a lot. Where is it? Plus 13. 31.
All right, that is a hit.
Great. Bang. What's the...
Hey, Hagar, good to see you. Sparky, good to see you.
You need another d6?
Yeah, this is from Bane. That's
Oh,
a
your
high
rapier's
level,
on fire.
Yeah. Not bad.
Very good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
You rolled 2 6s.
Trying to think. Math. 17 damage.
Wow.
There you go. You can have that attack now.
Reduction.
I know just where to poke.
Yeah, you slam your blade in. The flesh is thick. It bites not as deeply as you would have expected, but after you saw that arrow do the same, you're now very, very familiar. So you'll have any sort of flesh golem encounters in the future. I will actually give you the stats for them because you now have a good sense as an Inquisitor Monster Hunter what this thing is capable of. But it yet stands. I'm going to go to Cade. Cade, what are you doing at the top of those stairs?
Oh, so I'm at the. I can't.
No, I mean like the top of this bottom flight. You're there. Like
So
you're.
I can hit him with my sword.
Yeah, it's about 10 feet. You'll run down the steps
Okay.
and you'll be right there.
Your magical
Oh,
rapier.
go in on him. Where's my?
Which I believe is like a +3 rapier.
And I'll use me advantage.
+2.
find out where those 2 extra advantages went to? I never saw. From Canadian
No, we
Gamer.
didn't.
Thank you, everybody.
It's a good question. I will ask.
All right.
Since
Oh,
we had
do
two
I call out
leftover.
Vital Strike now or on the next one?
Always
On-
on your
on your
secondary or
left.
tertiary attack because it gives you a full round
If you're
or full
level
bonus
3, you
attack.
should
Yeah.
have 3 attacks, I believe.
16 plus.
Or 11.
31.
That's a hit.
Oh, huzzah. And I'll use my other one. So I'm getting rid of both of my advantages. Wait, whoopsie. Sorry.
Did you roll the wrong die?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
Natural 20?
Natural 20.
Yeah!
Oh, okay.
On a vital strike?
All right.
But I don't have 2 dice to roll.
You're out of advantages.
Oh, you got it.
Can I have that extra one, that Canadian nature?
Yeah, we had 2 extra advantages from our Canadian.
What?
Oh, we have 2 extra from Canadian.
That didn't get chosen.
I'll let the party choose. That's right. Patrick gave us that
Okay.
Yeah, please
two
have
extra.
it.
Yeah, okay.
All right. So that's 1. Oh, so and let's call this now. Who has the other one? I want that.
All right,
I
who
want
has
it in
the other one?
advance.
Irda can have
Oh,
it.
Pat gave it to you. So you still have the 2 from Ancient Gamer.
Okay.
And then I think it makes sense for Irda to have it.
All right, so Irda, you have both of those from Patrick. This
Okay,
is
thank
from Pat 66.
Come on!
I can only-
I need a kill! I
can only get one
I
more
take a
today.
swig of rum.
Okay.
Not the heavenly one, the good one.
Yeah.
Come on, come on. Shoot!
It's a really
It's a
good
not a 9,
And the other one is a
6.
okay. And what's your
six.
bonus on your second attack?
I called out. I wanted Vital Strike. Oh wait, that's the. Oh no.
Because you have 3 attacks, right?
You have you have
So
3.
so you'd use your vital strike on your
third
third.
attack.
You would have to call that out if you're going to do it on your second one, which you
14
didn't.
turns
So
today.
what is your
Oh, but I got the 20. So
right
this
to hit?
is-
But now the confirmation is still based on that second attack
Oh,
roll,
yeah.
which is what? What is your second attack roll?
Um,
I'll tell you right now. So you should have figured this out by now. The AC of this creature is 20.
Well-
so you need a total of plus 11 on your second attack.
Okay, just
To
hold
confirm
on.
a crit.
So hold on.
But hold on.
I
What
said
am I holding on
wanted, So I wanted to use Vital Strike on my second one.
Yes.
But if you have 3 attacks, you want
You
to
would.
use it on a
You did. Why would you? Because
lowest
yeah, we normally
attack.
like. Was there a reason you chose your second? Like you can do that, but I don't want you to do it retroactively. Normally you would save it for
Okay.
your third
Oh,
attack.
I see. 'Cause
You
you're
have
level
3
11,
attacks.
you
Exactly.
I thought I had
You
2.
can take the
Okay.
No, you have
Big
3, so
idea
you would
for
save
more
it for your
attack.
third unless you tell me otherwise.
Because you're 3 like me. You have
Was
3
it a
attacks
thing?
like me.
Your total bonus on your second attack
15.
is 50. What? It's
It's
plus.
6. Oh, plus I have
Check
4
that.
for you. Okay, hold on.
What?
What?
What's
What?
going on?
Because I took. Oh
That's
no,
your-
here
No,
it
your
is.
total.
No.
Yeah, it would not be 6.
It's your base
17.
attack bonus plus your strength modifier.
Well, but there's her second
20.
attack bonus, not her first.
Well, yeah, but it's the base
20
attack. Second. base attack.
24.
It's a. Let me show me here. Let
So
me see here.
I had a
What's
9
your
plus 17. Plus I took her Raging Song.
Wait, so it's a 9 plus 8 is 17.
Yep.
All
Plus
right.
4 for the Raging Song,
Well,
right?
No.
that gets added to your strength.
Plus 4 to your
ability,
strength, which takes you
which
from a
makes-
plus 1 to a 17 would be plus 3.
It's a plus 11 to his
Yeah, it's a
second
plus
attack.
11,
Because
and you had a
Dex plus
9,
2.
That's a 20.
and I told you needed a 20. You
So-
hit it exactly.
Oh!
Crit.
You have a critical hit exactly.
It means.
Why was that so difficult to
I
get
don't know because the
Folks,
numbers start jumping in my head.
Hey, everybody on stream, just relax. She has only played now
Thank you.
for
You got
12
another-
years, okay?
Right.
So it's not that, it doesn't come that
From
quick.
Patrick. Teenage
I'm
gamer.
teasing.
Well, then I will take.
Oh, it's the couch again for me
We
tonight.
got,
All right.
we got another
will take
5
2.
advantages from Canadian.
Oh,
You're max. I'm
thank
max.
you.
I
I'm
can
max.
take one of
Kate,
those.
how many have you gotten today?
3.
What?
3?
I'm at 3.
Patrick,
You're at 3?
another 1,000 for the party.
So I took
Ancient
one and I
Gamer,
know at
thank
the
you
most
so
I can have
much.
No,
today.
no, no, Kate, you've gotten 4. So then that maxes all of us on
No,
advantage.
I've only gotten 3.
No, because she couldn't take the extra
Oh,
2. You
okay.
took 2. So
Okay.
all of us are at
No,
5
I was
advantage.
able to take the extra 2.
You said
I'd
you
only,
were
I
able
only
to
had
take the
the,
extra
yeah,
2?
I had only
sorry,
had 2
misunderstood. So there's you
All right,
both
so
need
now-
Don't get
I can
between
take up to
Irda and her
2.
advantages, my
you both
friend.
need
That's
up
a
to 2, but
dangerous
there's
place
only
to be.
3 to give out.
Okay.
I took 1.
She can have it.
So you're having 2. You're at 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great.
I'll just
All right, here we
assume
go.
somebody gave me.
All right.
Roll percentile for me, Cade.
99.
Let's get 100.
The trouble
62.
with getting 100,
62.
It's not so
solid
bad.
100
Good
skirts the
job.
edge of getting 1.
All right.
And that's scary.
All right, roll damage.
It's not bad.
Roll your third
It's the
attack.
same odds.
Because you hit on the first two. Roll your third attack.
100% once, and that was the time that I did
Yep.
the 20/20 100.
100. And so you get a
Alright.
120 crit, which is ridiculous.
And an 8 on my my D8,
We're
which
gonna
is
use this.
amazing.
I'm gonna
Max
use
damage
another
hit.
advantage. What the heck? Let's go, Ollie.
Because I did 120%.
Dang it.
I wonder how many attacks this golem gets.
Oh, I was using Battle
Also,
Strike.
DM, there's
so,
a
31.
fan art.
To hit? Yes.
Okay.
On your third hit? What?
Yeah, because, oh, no, 25.
Okay, yes, all 3 hit. All right, so roll damage on all 3.
Middle one is critical.
There's fan art, by the way, in Discord.
Oh, and there is fan art. All right, we'll
There's
pull
All right,
that
so
up.
now what do you want me to do?
Roll damage on all 3.
Roll damage,
Roll
on all 3.
And you'll multiply the second die
And the third,
by.
because it's a vital
Yeah.
strike.
By
But it's
3.
just double die on.
And then I'll do the damage reduction modifiers.
Wait, this isn't the right one.
Does damage reduction apply to magical weapons?
Hey,
Yes.
Where's my other?
Oh,
Yeah, it depends on the type of damage reduction. In this case, I mean, you will know this in the future because you're studying everything, and with your learning, it's adamantine. So the only thing that bypasses the damage reduction is adamantine.
I confirmed a theory I've had for a long time.
Oh my
Hold
god!
on,
second
can you
one is
flip the
doubled or
camera on and
tripled?
off, Jen?
Tripled.
The camera froze.
Six.
Do you know where the power is, Alcott?
I should.
It should be
Yeah,
on
it's
top.
just step up.
just a little switch.
And the second
Pop it back on.
It's made John sticking green.
Yeah,
It's stuck in the
exactly.
green realm.
Off
Oh.
and then back on.
And I may have to
And I
plead
should
with you after this,
see.
Sean.
Hang on 1 second here.
Yeah.
There we go. Good. That was perfect. And boom.
I love when
we're
you
back.
get trapped in green prison.
Okay.
Yes, I got trapped in green prison.
So,
So your first one is regular, your second one's double, tripled, your last one is doubled.
And your weapon is a rapier, is that right?
Yes.
All right, so we're going to piercing.
that's better. So that's doubled.
We both have a rapier.
Something in common.
Yeah, we're the Poke Pals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds like a
So 20
Pokemon
total.
team.
Yeah.
Because my first 2 rolls were absolutely horrible.
Okay, and so I'm
So
doing
we're
the
magic
reduction on
geeks,
those.
And they're the Pokeballs.
But with
You
your
add 6 because it's a
Cade,
+2 weapon.
as you leap forward, warm rum burning in your
26.
gullet,
26, actually.
you thrust your blade forward
Yes!
with incredible rapidity.
Huzzah!
3 times you stab. The third blow catches it right between the crook of the arm and the neck. As you plunge the blade in, it goes inside the soft tissue. You feel it pop off of a bone that's inside. There should have been blood gushing out, but there is no blood gushing out of this creature. But I need you to tell me what it looks like.
Cade, good job!
Didn't even have to use a lick of magic.
Yet.
Yet.
And we
All right.
barely survived.
I have been itching to kill somebody ever since.
The way you say things.
That's the
When it's
beauty
to
of
kill
Cade.
somebody.
So,
And this is the kill that he can actually claim truthfully.
Yep, this is it.
it's all mine. As I see this scarred creature coming after, or preventing us from coming into the door and speaking words that's not supposed to be spoken. Then I see my comrades go after him. I take a swig of rum, and I become emboldened. And I go with my rapier as he's already been wounded, and I see an opening right here in his neck. And I just jab him, and then just take a final blow into the neck.
Cade plunges it. You see the creature. And almost like a switch being flipped, like the lantern light being snuffed out, the eyes go dim, and it slumps over and careens off the floor. All is silent.
You're welcome.
Just like you promised, you would deliver the killing blow.
I
Raging
did.
song
I'm
ends.
a man of my word.
Raging song ends, okay.
Why in the world was it able to speak? That is advanced golem works. I've never heard of that.
If it's able to speak, its eyes are probably being
I was
used as spotters.
about to say that very thing.
Sorry to steal your thunder.
No, you're all right. Teamwork makes the dream work, as they say.
I don't think I've heard this saying
Oh,
before.
As you're talking,
How is that?
everyone roll d20 for me, please.
All right.
I never like that. I don't like when you ask me to do that.
Ooh. Yes.
15.
18. If it's perception
10.
based,
Are we
let
adding
me
anything
know.
to this?
No, I just need your
Yeah,
raw roll.
15.
18.
So, Cade, as you're celebrating, sort of capering around the corpse, because you've been wanting to kill somebody. Alcott, you are absorbed with this creature. It's interesting to you, and you're studying it. Cade and Irda, you see something. I'm sorry, Markov.
Yeah.
And Irda, Markov, you feel something behind you. Your innate sense of that which does not belong on this plane. And Irda, you see it behind him, slowly coming out of these double wooden doors.
Time to run to get my crossbow.
Out of these double wooden doors, you see a pair of lips and a long serpentine tongue that dangles down. It licks across the door. And you see, I'll put it up here for the camera so everyone can see what it looks like. You see this skull-like head.
It's like
And,
the knockout.
Here, you gotta see the tongue. So let me come from this side. There we go. And this serpentine tongue that sit on the door. And this malevolent-looking set of jaws and eyes and tongue as you look upon it.
Detecting evil, please.
I don't think we need to detect
will.
You actually detect no evil.
Oh.
And this macabre visage speaks.
What reason have you to interrupt, my master? You do not belong here. Begone, all of you, or he will do horrible, nefarious, and very, very frightening things to you.
Utterly at odds with the visage before you.
I was thinking Jacob Marley from.
Who's the man behind the curtain?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna go and grab my crossbow and
I immediately jolt up and look at it. Interesting. Some sort of a magic mouth or something.
It's magnetic, and I don't have a magnet here for
more
crying out
importantly,
loud.
it speaks,
metal
but it does
magnets.
not make any sense.
I think you make no sense at all either. Why are you here bothering us? You're clearly going to get yourself killed. You should not be here.
Clearly, that looked pretty good on our end, I would say.
The little one is the weakest. You have no idea what. There are horrible things here. Things that will make your children frightened that haven't been born yet.
Not to be terribly argumentative, but there's something here that was stolen and needs to be returned.
I want to roll sense motive as well.
All right, as you're rolling,
The only thing that's been stolen is your sense. You have no sense and it's been utterly taken from you.
Are you kidding me?
42.
Okay.
all right, motive.
bonus.
Yep.
You sense there is only the motive of obeying the command that this thing has been given. This is, in its own form, a magical construct.
Yeah. You have no clue what's in there. You're mounted to a wall looking out.
I'm not. I can go where I want, anytime I wish to.
What am I wearing?
Wait. Prove it and go over there on that wall.
I am not here to dance and to do tricks for you.
Can you
I
see
can
what I'm
do what I
wearing?
wish.
Can you see what we're wearing?
It's garish. You have no sense of style, that's clear.
No.
Would you like me
Let's try again. What am I wearing?
to remove it?
What's on my head?
Hair.
What's on me head?
Hair.
What's on me head?
And a hat.
Wrong!
And that's where we'll stop tonight.
What's in my pockets?
String and nothing.
All right, well done, everybody. Thank you.
favorite color?
All right, so
Wait, no! Ah!
Hey, everybody, thank you. All right. So here's what I'm going to do. I've been really thinking about the way we're trying to control the amount of advantages and whatnot. I think what I came up with was close, but not quite. So I believe in iterating. My iteration is going to be this. Anything that's given by the Mad Chatters, either through the course of a combat or what we'll call a contiguous part of the adventure,
Like a dungeon.
going through a castle, going through a series of combats, will be preserved and will carry over to the next combat. And I'll even let that 5 stack on top of the next one as well. That way, I don't want the viewers to feel like they can't jump in at the end of the stream, because a lot of times the combats, again, this could have been in the first hour, but you guys took a lot of time in the tavern, which was fun. So that's what we're going to do. So everything was given today. Patrick, Pat, everybody else, thank you for all of that.
Huzzah!
Sponge John Round Shanks. I'm not sure what I did to deserve that. I thought I did a better job today as a DM than to get that, but no. By the way, this guy is courtesy of The Art of Mike Disney, so we shouted him out as a sponsor. He created this from green stuff. This is not a pre-made. This is not a pre-made mini or a pre-made item. This is something that Mike took putty, created and painted. You guys can check that out.
To see it.
It's super cool, and maybe we can get. I think we could do a. So we'll do the painting hopefully this Wednesday for Lore Masters Arcanum, and we're gonna do a 3D print one hopefully the next week. So I got to pull this together. But green stuff could be its whole other stream, because it's kind of crazy what people can do with that. All right, so if you have not, type !liar in the chat.
Cool. Yeah, I saw it.
!liar. That gets you our second giveaway of the day,
Some really good weathering.
which is this really cool Liar's Dice mug. So we've given away, and then we're going to all sign this before the party leaves today.
Yeah.
We're going to sign this mug. So it will go to, any of you will have a signed Blue Box Liar's Dice mug.
Liar.
And let me pull back up. Let's go back into.
Do you ever feel like they're calling us
You're grabbing your
names?
cow.
Am I doing it again?
Where is that? Go from the neck around so you. Yeah, there you go.
Have I got
That's
the right
solution.
piece? There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, I see now. I feel
Yeah,
it.
it's easy to grab.
Yeah, and it's turned inside out, right? Yeah. Okay,
you
now
go.
I'm getting the same.
Yeah.
I don't normally wear a hooded cloak, all right? So I'm getting better at it.
Really?
All right.
That
Really
surprises me.
incorporate more of them into your,
My
fashion,
wardrobe,
daily
my
fashion.
repertoire. All right.
They want us to sign it on stream.
Low
Oh,
price
you want us to sign? Like, so can you get us a black dye, or should we use a silver?
Silver might be.
Silver would be better.
Because the
You have a silver
bottom
one?
is black, isn't it?
No, the bottom is brown.
Yeah, the black might not.
And let's peel this sticker off.
Silver,
I
a
have
silver Sharpie would be much better.
Upstairs,
Is the person asking us to sign on stream doubting that we would actually sign it? You want validation?
need
Is that what
proof.
you're saying? Yes. All right, hang on here.
Pat draws
The fan art that he made.
Draws.
Can either one of you with nails pull that off while I'm getting ready for the giveaway here? All right, let's talk about fan art. We have some very cool fan art today from Pat Draws, who is our normal purveyor of all wonderful fan art. And this is, in the heat of battle, Markov stops to draw his rapier. And he's got an easel and a pencil.
Soaking it in
all right.
soapy water.
So we're going to go around and we're going to ask each one of you why you should be stream MVP, and then we will tell you who you're rolling for here on our giveaway. Thank you all the Mad Chatters for all your support today. We really appreciate it. Thank you all for all of our new followers.
Yes.
We had several new followers today. Thank you for those that have resubbed. Before we go through and ask for the stream MVP votes, we have one question for you.
What could the question be?
I really am wondering.
I am pondering.
If you have watched this day, the glory of Blue Box, and you have not followed, or if you are a follower and you have not subscribed, or if you're a subscriber who has woefully and balefully allowed your subscription to expire,
How dare they?
we have one
Most egregious of sins.
question for you.
What is it, Master?
What are you doing? Well played, sir. I love that. Nicely timed.
Tell us the question, Master. Please beg it of you.
Tell us the question, Master. All right, so
Perfect.
that was perfect. Yeah, you caught me off guard, but
I know.
but I kind of paused. I let the timing kind of hit. All right, so let's start with you, Cade. Tell us why you should be stream MVP today.
Huzzah! I should be Stream MVP because I'm Cade, that's why. I still may not have me taste for heavenly rum, but at least I've got taste for rum, and I used those powers to slay the Stitched demon. I also, or whatever he was. That's
Gollum, but yeah, whatever.
Stitched Gollum. Also, with the help of Irna, freed Ginny from the ugly barkeep, and got a fake gold necklace in a game of Liar's Dice. But other than that, I slayed the Stitched Gollum with a D20. Thank you very much.
Fake gold necklace and Liar's Dice. Sounds like a good night in Vegas. All right, you are rolling for Chris Carson. See you, Chris, let us know if you're still on.
He actually just spoke. He is.
Yeah, I would think he is. And Chris, we miss you, my friend.
Chris.
And yeah, I'm sorry to hear you had a passing of a friend. I'm assuming it's not someone that I know, but if it is, please let me know. And it's good to see you here on with us tonight, Chris. Let's go to Irda. Tell us why you should be stream. Oh, okay. Let's go to Alcott. Why should you be stream MVP?
Alcott should be Stream MVP for such creative use of simple magics to take advantage of a game of luck and
Dice.
chance.
That
to
was
turn it
nicely done.
Significantly in his advantage.
And the first use of time stutter, really done for epic purpose.
Yeah. I mean, I got it. I wanted to use it. I've just been itching at that trigger on that for a while.
As you should be.
Didn't do a single thing in the combat here, but that's kind of a good thing. Because I don't know how well my magic's going to do in here. We will figure that out. John keeps liking
I got
to
off
throw
as much as I
dungeons. I feel like specifically at me.
Well, what's ironic about this is this has been in the works for a long,
Oh, I don't
long
doubt it.
time.
The Gollum.
But yeah, I
Music's
know what you're
really
saying.
loud
And
now.
you're not wrong. No, I turned it down. It should not be still. Is it still loud? Because I turned it down just now. In fact, here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it down on the mixer because it's definitely not loud in the room here for us. And let's pull that down. All right. How about now? Still loud?
Let us know.
I'm testing some of the things I can do here, different settings I can adjust. Better. There you go.
Yeah, good.
All right, good. That may have it at the same level we have in the room here.
Yes,
All right, let's get a little bit more off this.
Get more
All
info
right,
on
and
Palpatine
so
references.
Alcott, you will be rolling for Maya Marv. Congratulations, William. You are up in the mix. And now let's go to Irda. Why should you be Stream MVP?
Irda should be Stream MVP
That's got to look good on the camera.
because she.
Wow.
Dang it,
Okay.
Thomas.
I guess when you have the Krabby Nethers on stream, you deserve that. Yes, that's fair.
For making sure that Cade was drinking from a sanitary glass this evening.
Yeah.
Thank you, Irda.
Looking
out for me.
For being the enforcer to Markov's quest to get information from the gnome.
And for praying to
For-
Saturday for me again.
For being very persuasive with the barkeep and freeing Ginny from her servitude to this very unscrupulous individual. For actually giving Ginny a job that pays well. This poor woman's been through so much and she needed something.
It's a very good idea.
And so just bringing her to a place that's hopefully safer for her and gives her something to do and helps her get back on her feet again. For putting in a good word for Cade with Saturday. And Irda is paying attention to Cade's good works. So whether that Cade can keep it up.
But is Saren right?
Somehow I have got to do enough good works.
Also for providing the gold and the silver for making sure that the house is well stocked. And then finally for in the combat, the crit against the creature and even,
Each one of you deal a crit?
Yep.
Yeah.
And initially even just trying to decide whether we should try to parlay or not, trying to think through the situation and see if perhaps there was a better approach with this individual.
Yes. Well done. All right, and you will be rolling for Scott, Obsidian Risk.
All right.
Scott, you are in, and I know he's in. He's always on. Thank you so much. He's been a real mad chatter today. I look like a priest of doom from Conan the Barbarian, 1982. Thank you, Ancient Gamer. I appreciate that, Patrick. I'm a dice goblin. How can I afford a sub? I cannot stop buying dice. Sob, I need help. Oh, that's okay, Sparky.
If you have Amazon Prime, you have one free
Yeah,
month.
if you have Amazon Prime, which is a great place to buy dice, by the way.
Yes, it is.
You can
But
use
Cozy
that
Gamer's
Prime
better.
subscription to sub to us. And
You can pay me.
all right, and
Amazon
let's go
employee.
ahead and let's start signing as we get ready to go to Markov. And I'll sign first here. Do we have the silver one? Let's try this. I think that'll show up much better.
I think Markov should be stream MVP because he was annoyingly competent at his job. Was he playing dice and saving women? No, but he was intimidating poor gnomes.
Very, very
to
well.
extract secrets from such sinful
You extracted
people.
more than secrets.
Yeah, it's true.
He extracted that.
And
Didn't try
I
to do
forgot.
that one,
I
though.
cleaned up the gnome too before.
He did scare the pee out of the gnome. It's true.
I'm gonna pass it to you for a second while I finish
Well,
this.
yeah.
And I think show kind of what he is good at, right? Because there's a lot
very
of seeing what he
flourishy with it.
alludes that he's good at, but now actually
Never
seeing
I
how
always
he is
sign it as myself
terrifying
and then put
people
my name
and
next-
pulling secrets
character
and
name
getting the
quotes.
information, I think makes it even perhaps scarier about what he's done prior to this.
It really does. It puts more context into his previous actions, and I think he's becoming a very interesting part of the
Yes.
campaign.
So-
All right, well done. Markov, you will be rolling for Biggie Paw Toriano. Congratulations.
Is Obsidian still here? I haven't seen a.
I love it when you call me Biggie Paw.
You guys
All right,
say
so
that
you
every
are.
They'll keep saying.
He is a sub as well, right?
Obsidian, are you still here? I haven't seen.
Oh,
a
do we not see
response.
Scott Obsidian? Are you on? If you gotta let us know, he might have. Thank
Say
you,
hi.
Robert.
I'm Biggie Paw. You must let us know you're here.
All right,
please.
so we'll roll another one if he's not on.
Oh, Biggie Papa.
All right, so
Not a
we're
sub.
gonna roll again. Don't leave yet. Here's a,
Sub Biggie Pa.
and we're gonna
If not,
raid. Hopefully, Kayla's up.
today.
There's no dragon next.
All
to
right, so
him.
we're raiding again here.
I'm here.
Not raiding, sorry,
He's
rolling
not-
again.
Biggie Papa has a dragon head next to him.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
seeing
he
a star.
no, he's a 2-month sub.
Yeah.
yeah,
he's got-
I'm
Okay.
seeing it.
Does
Yeah.
a star denote prime sub?
It doesn't.
I'm
He's got
seeing it.
dragon
Yeah,
right
he's
there.
a sub. I see it right here.
Oh, it's not
All
showing
right.
in mine.
Obsidian
All right,
is
so
still
good.
showing in the
Have to
list.
refresh
Kayla's here.
The star, I think,
Yeah.
shows.
Yeah,
All right,
it
so
doesn't
but
mean
yeah,
Scott,
but
like,
Obsidian,
he
I don't
could
know.
have
He's
his-
got to be. He's got to
he could have his
respond. So
device
sorry,
open,
Scott.
But not
We're
actually
gonna. Who
watching.
had Scott? You?
I did.
You did. All right. So we're gonna roll again. Is still. Oh, so he said you can take his place. Pat draws. Okay.
Obsidian needs to tell us.
I think that. Well played, sir. Well played, as always.
and Time
He said the
Lord's
same
wife is
thing to you, Chris. All right. So we're rolling again, and it's Robert. Oh no, not Robert.
I got you, Robert.
Robert keeps casting his arcane necromantic powers on our
And
giveaways.
it's always Evelyn that rolls for him.
Exactly, it is. All right, so let's go around the room. Stream MVP poll is coming up here in just a moment.
Yes, starting poll now.
All right, the poll is up. Vote for your Stream MVP. Wait to see who wins the
All right,
giveaway.
run for
And
votes,
help
run
us
for
do a
votes.
raid to Time Lord's wife. All right, let's start with you, Cade.
Okay.
Tell us who you're rolling for.
I'm rooting for Chris. Huzzah,
All right,
Chris.
see cars. Here we go, Chris.
The bandaged fellow who used to sit by me in this room.
Greetings, Amen.
From the beyond.
16.
A
Not
16.
bad.
Very nice, very nice. Okay, Irda.
All right, I am rolling for Robert.
Oh, good point.
Here we go, Phantom. You guys can see it. It is all signed now. The
Huzzah!
entire party, from the DM through all the players. This has never been done. You would be the first one to have a fully signed by the Sunday party
Oh no, that's
item
my
of any
worst
kind.
rolls ever.
Oh
A
no!
2 and a 4.
Sorry, Robert.
Good to roll them now and
So
not in
what
combat.
did you roll for?
16.
16.
All right, you're up.
Maya Morph.
Don't take
Here you go,
it.
Maya Morph. Good luck, sir.
18.
Oh,
Oh!
Chris, I'm so sorry.
Take that.
Oh, golly. All right.
You make a good point. Will.
Now we go to you, sir.
I've gotta do it for Biggie Papa. Let's
Biggie
see.
Papa.
Can I get? No, I cannot get better than an 18.
It's my amor.
You didn't? No? What was your roll? What was your roll?
14 was the
A 14. My Morph has it. Congratulations.
You're very welcome.
And
Yes,
I
yes.
know, I think it's been a minute since he has won. So I have his information in here. And congratulations. What's
My
that?
bot is not sure. Oh, there it is. Never mind.
Congratulations, Maya Morph,
I have to do
and
this.
thank you so much. You have won this one of a kind
Magic for votes.
magic for votes.
Magic for votes.
I rolled better in Nightbot than I did.
All right, so
Betrayed
before
by
we go, reminder, we have virtual Greyhawk Con coming
Yes.
up October 2nd through 4th, I think, is that right?
First through the third.
1st through the 3rd, I was off by a day, 1st through the 3rd, and there will be 2 Blue Box streams. All of that opens up on August
one?
15th.
I killed
So you'll be
the
able to
fella.
sign up for any of the streams, including the Blue Box streams. Those are going to be wide open sign-ups. So we're not running a GHA campaign this year. We're doing wide open sign-ups. They're going to be one-shots for both of our streams. I've already got one of them lined up. It's with Carlos Lysing module from Castle Entertainment. That's going to be a lot of fun. So mark your calendar, October 1st through 3rd for virtual Greyhawk Con. This week, we will have Greyhawk Awakening, a very, very special episode. Hey,
When we
are you
die.
listening? Are you listening? Please listen. Greyhawk Awakening this week on Tuesday. It is frightening. The party, 52,
Third.
3
This will be
sessions
our
in.
53rd session.
They are facing again Halia and
Oh
a
my gosh, we have
Paling
a three-way tie.
and a Red Lord. What?
Between who?
Oh! Okay, I don't think we've ever had that. All right, so can we reopen the poll with just
Yeah.
those 3? And I
Sorry,
want you
bud.
to say one 5-second thing as to why you
5
should be streamed.
seconds?
5 seconds. You're out, Alcott. And why didn't nobody like you today?
I know.
I thought you did a great
He's
job.
a cheat.
Oh,
At
because he
dice.
cheated at dice. That's
Yeah.
why.
Yeah.
Yes. No
I
one
will bring
wants-
up a timer for the 5 seconds.
All right, here we go. Ready, set, go.
Well, okay.
I played Liar's Dice and I rescued Ginny and I killed Stella.
Okay.
I think it'd be better for both of us if you elected me streaming.
Threatening. I gotta make the poll. Hold on.
All right, well, give her, wait.
You have 5 seconds.
It's very fast to do things.
That's so well played. The sympathy vote she's pulling for now. Look at all the things I do
the work
live on
she's
stream.
doing.
That's why you should vote for me. No, I'm teasing.
Selfless.
Okay. So
Oh, thank you so much, Dingbat.
So, Irna should be streaming because she cast lay on hands on the guy who was bleeding out in the street and made sure that he made a better life choice, and she did clean up the gnome as he was leaving.
That's fine. All right, you're done. All right, good. The poll is back up. And I love the way the dramatic music was
I
a
know,
crescendo
right?
while she was doing that. Like you could feel the frantic pressure.
Run for votes.
All right, so now the poll is back up. Please do that. We've already had the winner for the giveaway.
You know who should be streaming
And
MVP.
again,
It should be
congratulations,
me.
Maya Moore.
Okay,
And
that's
I'm going to get ready to do a raid. Thank you again for our very cool fan art. We always appreciate that from Pat Draws.
It was
awesome. As we close, let me go to each one of you and just ask you for one thing that you would like us to know about your character that's not betraying a secret of the backstory,
Okay.
but maybe just a nuance of the character, maybe something that's been revealed in past sessions, but for people that missed it, that you would like them to know about your character. And we'll start with you, Cade. I mean, it could be something like you have a ship called the Mako, like whatever you
Oh.
want. Like you could.
Well, I did see it in the chat. Just because Cade is a little bit loopy sometimes and drinks rum doesn't mean he's sloppy. So he does like his ship very neat and tidy.
Yes, as
There
we
we
Which
learned
is
last
why he's going to
session.
be very disappointed when he gets back to his
Yes.
ship. All right, Markov, something about you.
Yes, Markov's entrance into the
made it.
priesthood of Iomade
You're gonna make
was
it
not
again.
his choice.
It's Cade right now.
And he's kind of mentioned that briefly before, right?
Just briefly, yeah.
Yeah, very nicely done. All right.
Alcott likes more than just wine.
And magic.
Like, rum is good.
Hey, I
Mostly
know.
like things like bourbon or like barrel-aged things. Rum is in that realm, but it doesn't have to be type. Alcott's, He likes cocktails and drinking.
All right.
Okay.
Good to
He
know.
grew up in
outside.
a family of people who make alcohol, so like.
We'll
he's
be
got a
having
bit of a-
more fun together.
He's got a bit of a taste for it. He picks up on notes.
All right. And Irda, something about you.
Irda's terribly homesick. She misses her family so much.
Yeah, that's understandable. All right, the MVP vote is hot, and we have currently a 7-6-6 betwixt Cade, Irda, and Markov. You have about, I'm guessing, 15 seconds based on what I'm looking at here on the countdown bar. Please, there's
it'd
no
be so
reason to
funny
be
if it
watching
tied
right
again.
now and not vote. Give one of these great players a vote. And vote with your subs and your follows if you have not.
I have to be prepared
all right.
in case of a roll
Oh my
up.
10,
goodness.
9. Oh, it's 7, 7, 7.
Please just
It's
let
all
it happen
tied again. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh!
Yes! It's a two-way tie.
The last
All right.
at the buzzer.
All right. So
you mad lover. You're fired.
we're gonna do a D20 roll off right here on the table.
okay.
To determine the stream MVP. Thank you.
you know which one it is.
All the mad chatters did that. That was awesome.
All right.
All right, the two of you. I want it fair, clean fight,
But I am going to detect thoughts and stop
and,
time.
and stop time.
All right, here we go.
right.
Roll it here.
3,
The winner of the stream MVP is.
Go.
Oh, it fell off.
That's a 12.
17.
Oh, stream MVP is Markov. We are getting set to raid Time Lord's wife. Reminder,
I tried.
this Tuesday, Greyhawk Awakening at 5 o'clock as they face Halia, the Pale Lord, or the Paling rather, not a Pale Lord, Paling, the demon, undefined as of what it is yet, and a
And
Red
Red
Lord.
Mage.
Also, Wednesday, we're going to have a special painting stream. We will be joined by, at the very least, and that's, I don't mean it that way, but we'll have Chandler with us. We may have others. We're going to reach out to a few in the community. It's going to be a great week here at Blue Box.
I can't do
They
it.
roll well when it counts, Robert.
Oh,
That's all
sorry,
that
we'll do it
matters.
again. It's like the first time. And here we go. Rating Time Lord's wife. Everybody, wave to the Mad Chatters. We love you. See you this week on Blue Box. Rating now. Blue Box out.
Hey.
That is